What are you, dripping with finesse over there? Cardi B?
I'm oozing awesomeness.
Awkward silence like a demon baby was just born.
Boom. What up, Carnival Spirits? We are live in Denver, Colorado, pre-gaming for the DCG Dark Carnival GamesCon. And look at this. We got this motley crew here on the fucking casting couch. Just kidding.
That's so scary.
Beastmaster, Panic 17, Echo Side Fiend.
What kind of bullshit is this?
Brooklyn Menace, Dawn Chaos, and Crazy McCormick.
Brooklyn Menace on the floor.
Motherfucking bitch. I gotta throw on that hashtag.
Absolutely,
Up
man.
in this motherfucking floor, bitch.
I'm so ashamed.
Hey, it was nice talking to everyone. Let's go.
All right.
Mwah. Good night,
Thanks for
everybody.
tuning in.
I just set up the magic. Now you fucking guys make this shit happen.
No, that's all I got for you. Yeah, so we're in the hotel, obviously, and can see the chat starting to fill. You know, this is our first attempt to do a live stream since we've been here. There's
I'm doing this to watch the chat.
yeah, okay.
I was going to say, yeah, because we're not going to even be able to see it.
I can't see that
can't.
from here.
Yeah,
suck.
we don't need to see ourselves. I mean, you can barely see us.
Do you want me to go over there and read the chat?
I mean, if we were full screen, that'd be another situation. But apparently, we're being presented to you today on a virtual glitch. I mean, Twitch or whatever the fuck that is. No, but on the real, you know, this is just a little pre-game live stream. Obviously, tomorrow is when it's on. And or that's actually up to speculation at this point.
It may not be on. There's a possibility.
You know, anything can happen at a psychopathic event, as we all know, right?
Yeah.
In true Juggalo form, it may or may not go down as planned, but we're gonna roll with the punches.
That's what makes it fun.
But I've already had a hell of a fucking eventful vacation that started. You know, it started yesterday when I got off of work and scrambling to get all the loose ends tied up and packing and everything. And, you know, I had a 4.5 hour flight, but I had 6 hours to hang out in the airport before my flight took off. So I've just been like traveling all day, you know. What about you guys? I mean, I flew. What about you guys? Who flew? You flew.
Yeah.
I flew.
Everybody else drove.
I was going to ride with him, and I ended up...
I drove.
Yeah, I ended
I was
up...
saying, so you bailed on your ride
to fly.
take a flight.
And here we are, and we're not kicking your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what, you were counting on him to like switch off driving, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I probably would have.
Like,
you know.
it ended up basically being I drove until I couldn't see straight anymore. And then after that, I woke up my girlfriend. She drove. I slept for like 5 or 6 hours. I don't know. And then after that, I drove the rest of the time here.
So what time did you guys leave then, Grand Rapids?
We initially were planning to leave at 10 p.m. We didn't leave until 11 p.m. About an hour out, I ended up realizing that we forgot my girlfriend's ticket.
Oh,
so we had to drive an hour back, sneak into the house, sneak into the house, grab the ticket, and then we left. By that time, it was 1 in the morning. And then I drove until probably about 4 o'clock a.m., 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All things considered, at least it was only an hour out.
Yeah,
that
it
you
could
realized
have been.
that.
It could have been far worse.
I know
At that, any further out,
It wouldn't have
it
even
would have
worth
been
it.
more beneficial just to buy another fucking ticket and
Yeah.
chalk it up as a loss, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a good thing, though, that I ended up realizing it as soon as I did.
I mean, that's happened to me. I was telling you earlier, I think it was the Riddlebox tour, right? A couple years ago now. Or
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Not quite 2 years ago, but over a year ago.
Yeah.
I drove to pick up my homies, and it was like a half an hour to get to them. And then we got on the highway, and as soon as we did, I realized my ticket was still in my apartment, and that's a half an hour in the wrong direction.
Yeah, so
we had to go get my ticket, and then and it's already an hour and a half to the venue.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of time in the car, unnecessary, like U-turns and.
Yeah. You're just like, why? Why did I forget the damn ticket?
Right here.
It happens.
Yeah.
I can't see it from here.
Scottish Misfit wants to know where the hell is Deadhead.
Yeah. In the closet.
Yeah, we kicked him out of the room.
Told him to get the fuck out.
One dead hooker tonight, that was enough. We had enough of that shit.
Yeah.
We've fucking been cleaning
I mean,
up.
you can only put so many dead hookers.
You think he's kidding about the dead hookers? Straight up, we found a mystery used Band-Aid on this sofa earlier. He had to go and like take tweezers. You think we're kidding? We found a Band-Aid on this sofa, yo.
Deadhead's in the closet licking it as we speak.
So that's when I decided to check under the mattress for dead
That's what I was
hookers.
just going to say. There might be a carved out section. What was that, 4 rooms?
Like random used Band-Aids, that's a red flag. It's also just like gateway, you know.
Well, everybody's been to the hotel, got in the room, there's shit in the toilet, dick hair on the seat, somebody's blood on a towel.
That means we're here.
We've all been there.
Day one.
Not even.
Technically not day one.
Technically tomorrow is day one.
Right?
But shit, we've been here. I've been here all fucking day already.
What time did you get in?
I left my area 1 o'clock and arrived here 3 o'clock this time, but it's 2 hours.
So even if I didn't have my obstacles, you still would have beaten me. I could have been here at 3:30.
I was looking for you in the airport. I thought we were going to get in at the same time.
I've got a reason. I've got a story. But Chaos, what was your venture?
Well, I was just
walking on the sidewalk, right?
Yep. I was just scrambling to try to get ready because I had a shitty day at work yesterday. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm going to kick it with my homies. Fuck work.
What was your biggest burden is that you hooked us up with shit tons of Faygos. Bam!
You're welcome.
Compliments of Don Chaos. He brought like 3 of each flavor.
For $30 only.
Yeah, they're only $1 each, right?
They were all only 99 cents.
No matter where you go, apparently. It's the same price it is back at home.
Yeah.
Dude, you hooked it up. So tomorrow when Shanzi shows up, we're going to be mixing that shit with booze.
It'll be the best night you motherfuckers will never remember. Except for Shanzi.
Yeah, because that'll be him in his regular element.
Yeah. And I think this little quarter of a bottle I drink was about the equivalent of like 20 bottles of Pepsi, sugar-wise. Holy shit.
Actually,
that fucking shit it tastes like I'm drinking a Jolly Rancher.
You were like, we have to go live. I'm falling asleep. Now you're...
Faygo actually has less sugar than a normal pop bottle.
It's not as bad.
They use cane sugar, so they only have to use less sugar than regular. And it tastes just as sweet, if not sweeter.
Even the cotton candy shit?
Even the cotton candy shit.
All right.
Like, for real, like...
I wish the cotton candy
I'll use this as an example, because
I
I got a Mountain Dew bottle.
And y'all can get
I thought you quit sugar.
Well, you know...
Yay, we're on vacation.
Exactly.
He's not in Michigan anymore, so it doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Different area codes.
I quit killing prostitutes, but it's a fucking different state. Doesn't count.
See,
Denver,
on
They can't get you out here.
On the bottle of Mountain Dew, it says that it's got 77 grams of sugar on one serving size, which is the whole fucking bottle.
Mountain Dew is terrible for you.
And this is a 20 ounce.
That and Surge.
Faygo being 24 ounce has somewhere between like 24 and 28 grams.
You know, most people, when they leave the state and get a hotel room, they cheat on their wives. You cheat on your diet while your wife sleeps in the car.
Me, I set up
I'm
fucking...
double dipping.
I set up a studio.
And I got a bottle of water to wash out all
You
that.
can't see the other side. This literally looks like we're about to shoot a fucking porn in this place. It really does.
Orgasm Part 2.
And I
Great movie, by the way, Orgasm.
And I do see a physical soundboard over there. I'm just wondering which one of those buttons says "Bom Chicka Bow Wow." Should have set that up.
Nope.
I actually had to unhook some of the equipment. There wasn't enough connectors for everything.
Ew. All right, now
So
I'm cheating.
we're cutting corners. No, this is like the most high-tech setup that I've ever seen for a Juggalo YouTube stream.
That's pretty impressive. We walked in, I was like, wow.
I promise you, I'm going to take some pictures of this setup.
Don't take a picture. The wiring's not even neat. This is just a sloppy setup.
No, I'm not going to take a picture of this, but I'm going to show off this equipment in the Carnival Spirits Ninjas in Action group like later this weekend. You know, like a little behind the scenes flavor for you guys if you guys are in that group. You know. Panic, what about you? What was your commute like?
Very uneventful, but very long.
Did you fly or?
No, I drove. I got up about 7:45. I wanted to be gone by 9, but I took off a little bit. I guess not too much later, about 9:10. We didn't leave till about 10 o'clock. And
so you had like an hour late start that you wanted?
Yeah, kind of like an hour late start, and nothing crazy really happened on the road.
You didn't hit any roadkill?
No. Oh, you know what? No. We did see like a weird ass fucking deer in the middle of the road, and I was like, oh shit.
Like on its feet or
like walking,
okay.
like walking in the middle of the road
on its back.
And,
You sure it wasn't Freddy from Freddy Got Fingered?
right? Good. But no,
Thanks for the mental image, Don.
Got here about 7. Got into Denver about 7 o'clock, and then got here about 7:20.
Denver time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird because I was like on a plane for 4.5 hours, but it was like only 2 hours later because of the time zone difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like I time traveled a little bit.
I did.
Yeah.
I seriously feel like I'm 2 hours behind.
Right.
I'm about 5 hours past my bedtime right now. So.
You're about 20 minutes away.
Yeah. I'm normally in bed around 9.
Yeah, it's me too. I'm Michigan
early.
time.
Really? You're
So.
cute.
No,
I got kids.
This is going to be difficult. This whole weekend's going to be a challenge for me because when I went to the Gathering 17, I was actually working night shifts at that time. So, you know, I'm a night owl.
Yeah,
night
I
shift,
used to be on night shift
right?
too.
Since then, I have actually, it was not long after that gathering, I switched to mornings.
Mm-hmm.
And I switched to mornings. I've been working mornings ever since. That means I wake up at 4 in the morning.
I get up at 3:30.
And I go to bed around like 9 o'clock, like Grandpa Beastmaster. And so, you know, concerts end around 2 a.m. this weekend.
Yeah.
And,
it says ICP doesn't even go until 1. So.
Right.
And
so,
Shaggy too on Friday.
You know, basically, you know, fuck sleep and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a nice snooze on the airplane ride home.
That's what I'm heading home on Monday, and I've got Tuesday off still to try to get my shit back together.
Well, there's no way, because I land back in Logan at like 11 p.m. Monday night.
Yeah, I don't get home till late Monday.
So what am I going to do? Like get home at midnight and then go to work at 4 the next day? Fuck no, I got a day of recouping.
Yeah,
you know?
That's exactly what I did too. I'm not getting home. I don't think I land till like 11:45 or something like that. And I go to bed like the same as you, like 9:30. You know. So.
Yeah, and that's if I'm being good.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it crazy and I get a chance to sit in the big boy chairs now? Can we like switch this configuration?
Are we doing musical chairs? Is that it?
I think it's only right.
All right.
It is all his gear after all.
So
you are shooting this from my fucking.
Are we going clockwise or counterclockwise, or do you just want this fucking chair? All right, let's switch.
Don's foot goes up my ass one more time.
Come on.
I'm going to just ask him out on the date.
He's going to get these hands. So.
All right.
No, I'm good.
Hey, by the way, does anyone have a cord for a PlayStation 2?
Do we not have one?
Kevin Gill needs it. Kevin Gill's been asking about getting a cord for.
If you do, could you overnight it?
Please.
We ain't need no cords.
Yeah, we don't need no fucking cords.
Fuck that.
I didn't even see this.
Oh, those are DCGCON flyers with gathering flyers on the other side.
Where did you get those?
I grabbed a whole stack of them off the merch table at the Slamfest tour when ICP came around.
Okay.
Well, you know, when the merch guy is like taking forever to get to you, and he just has all the flyers sitting there.
Right.
Yeah. So what I did was I made 4 different Carnival Spirits flyers and printed them out. You can't see them, but they're not for you. They're for the people at the convention.
John Cena, you can't see them.
there's definitely a decent amount of
He's like,
fucking juggalos down there already.
Yeah, what do you think? How many juggalos are here? I mean, there's tons. There's tons, man. They're everywhere. They're lounging. Everyone's like...
I had 2 hotel stops on the shuttle on the way back, and there was juggalos at both, like, pouring out of both those hotels.
Oh, shit. This is going to be an entertaining
Yeah.
weekend.
Now, I know for a fact that I am not the only one who left the airport and went to the wrong hotel. Because when I was leaving that hotel, I saw cars with Juggalo stickers on them.
Yeah.
At the wrong hotel.
Yeah, well, maybe they were staying there. Yeah. Well, you said it was like 12 miles.
Yeah, no, it was way far away.
Yeah, so probably not.
So here's the circumstances, right? I get out of the airport, and the first thing I say is, fuck, Colorado is hot. Hot as balls.
And then it like cooled off like super quick though.
I just wasn't ready for it because it wasn't like that in Mass, you know. But so I get outside, and you know, more than a couple people told me that I should Uber, but I've never Ubered before because I own a car. I have a car. I lease a car, and I don't need to Uber. But I see this line of taxis, and I'm like, you know what? I'm fucking over the hill. I'm going to go old school. I'm going to take a cab. And I walk up to the cab, and here's my mistake. I didn't give him the address. I just said, take me to the Crown Plaza Hotel. He brings me to the wrong one that's like a half an hour into the center of Denver.
Did he charge you for the whole trip?
Oh, I didn't even know I was at the wrong hotel until he was long gone
he was
paid, and I was at the. I was trying to check in.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So
That's
I'm
really weird that there's 2 hotels called that.
right, and the right one was just like a hop, skip, and a jump away from the airport.
Like 10 minutes. Yeah.
So I'm at the wrong hotel. The guy there was super cool. He helped me out. He actually called this hotel and checked and confirmed that I had a reservation here, and then he told me that I should get an Uber. So I downloaded Uber on the spot. By the way, my battery was at like 20%, so it's like, you know, it's like can I do it before my phone dies? And I get the Uber. The Uber driver was mad chill. I tried to tip him the max $20, and he wouldn't even let me. He's like, no, that's too much. And I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. Anyways, I had an awesome conversation with him. You know, he took me all the way back here. And, but yeah, so I basically got a nice tour of Denver. Like, it was all good. Like, I'm chalking it up as a loss, and I'm not even mad. Like, I just threw it on my credit card. Fuck it, I'm on vacation.
Now, obviously, I arrived at the same airport. Let me tell you my story of how I got here. I got off the plane, I got my bag, and then I walked out the door, across the street to the thing that said shuttle buses to the hotel, and I got on it, and it took me here. And I didn't have to pay any money, and they even put my bag in the back.
That's pretty much the same as my trip as well, except that I wasn't 100% sure I was going the right way to get to the baggage claim, because you had to get on the train and all that stuff, but I found it.
But I do have to admit something. I did follow some other juggalos, because they asked me, and I was like, I don't know, just follow you.
Like, you go, you lead the way. Yeah, so I just walked out to the little spot and got, and and just I waited. I did have to wait a little bit longer than they were running behind, but I had my bag. The guy's like, I can put that in the back for you, and he did, and I got here.
Oh, thank you, kind sir.
Yep.
Oh, I just realized.
I flipped him a coin, you know. Well, you can probably just do it when you're all done. When you're checking out, just leave like $5 or whatever and say it's for the shuttle, because I'm sure they just split it.
Scotty Ball says that about 3 minutes ago they just hit the border. So
a while back he said he was like 350 miles out still.
Yeah, well, going the border, If I'm right, and he's saying like it's the Nebraska-Colorado border, it's probably going to be like another 2.5 hours before he ends up getting here.
That sounds about right.
Where does he come from?
Kansas.
Yeah, but he also had to pick up Flannel, Esteban, and Mackinhouse.
Oh, that's how Mackinhouse is getting here. All right.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
So Juggalo carpool right there.
I drove through Omaha. I could have picked him up, but I bet you he probably wasn't ready by the time I got into Omaha.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing was, and this was this was something that Don Chaos ended up telling me, was on the way here. Once you hit that border from Nebraska to Colorado, everything literally changes. Like, you see farmland as far as the eye can see going through Nebraska. As soon as you get into Colorado, mountains, mountains, and a very long straight road going up the mountain.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, there's also a lot of ear popping and sinus pressure. That annoyed the shit out of me.
I don't know why. I haven't felt the altitude change at all.
I felt it on the plane, but pretty here it hasn't been bothering me.
Oh, the plane's a different situation.
Yeah.
The last 20 minutes of my flight...
Was it really choppy?
I thought I was in the movie Almost Famous. Like, I'm sitting there thinking, oh shit, I'm going to die. My parents are going to find all the porn on my computer. Like, everybody's confessing their sins. The guy next to me is like, I'm gay! And then we lived.
Yeah. And then he was like, I'm just kidding about that gay thing, right?
I'm just glad that I was able to drive through all that. If I'd driven through the night, I would have felt like I was in Children of the Corn or some shit.
No, it was the worst flight. It was the worst flight. I'm in the seat in between two people. I'm tall. I got long legs. My knees are crazy. Like, I've been in comfortable flights. I've been in uncomfortable flights. This was an uncomfortable flight, and I don't know, man. I couldn't wait to get here. And then that last 20 minutes with that little doubt that we may not make it because we're shaking, like, you know.
It was turbulent.
I was in the last seat at the back of the plane. I could see everybody ahead of me, and tons of people are looking around nervous, like, are we gonna die? Yeah. So if you're flying in, Shanzi,
just hold on at the end,
right?
Yeah, I wonder if it has to do with like the altitude or something because it was choppy.
I don't know. I think it's because the pilots, they just like they got no stamina. You know, near the end of the flight, it's like I don't know if I can make it.
Yeah, my plane was bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, but mine was totally smooth till like pretty much the descent. Pretty much.
Why is that?
I'm guessing just maybe the pressure difference or something. Right? Yeah.
Well, actually, my Uber driver had an answer for that. He said he had some sort of like real reason for it. Yeah. I forget what he said.
So that actually brought something to to my mind. You said that you tried to tip your Uber driver $20 and he said no on it?
Yeah, because he was looking over my shoulder because I've never used Uber before, so he was helping me. Okay. And then I was like, oh, I got to give you a tip. And I'm like, my phone's a little
touchy.
Yeah, it's like the buttons weren't working right away. So.
And he declined a $20 tip.
Yeah.
As a fellow Uber driver, he's retarded. Give me your phone. I'm going to give him a fucking $20 tip. Well, the message that says, fuck you, you deserve this.
No, me and him were like best friends the whole ride. Like, he was really cool. I mean, I'm not going to get into his life story, but, we had a good chat. It was nice.
Still, I would say that he deserves a $20 tip if that was what you really wanted to give.
I did, man, because the taxi driver was like Tyrone Biggums.
Wow! Good night, everybody.
I'm actually drinking this whole thing. I keep going back to it. It tastes so good.
Told you?
Yeah.
It's gonna fuck me up.
Okay, so maybe they say that it's 26 grams of sugar, but it might be just 26 grams of rock.
Don't be surprised if you're running.
I mean, keep in mind, it is made in Detroit, so there is going to be like a weird substance that they have to mix in with that liquid that's going to make you want to keep coming back to it.
Is that something that's confirmed or not? Is Faygo made with Flint water?
God, I hope not. If it is, we've all gotten what is that, Legionnaire's disease?
Well, luckily Juggalos usually pour more Faygo over their heads, you know.
We might have all built up an immunity to whatever.
Maybe that's ICP's way of like just sharing the love of Zug Island industrial waste on us.
Well, there's a lot of like actors and musicians that come out of Michigan, and they always say that it's got to be something in the water. Flint, Michigan.
Might be Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan.
Oh.
And Faygo. A combination of the two that just rewires your brain to actually have some sort of fucking ability to act or rhyme or something to that effect.
Could be.
or just gives you a high pension for theatrics.
Sorry, Will Oxide.
And Black and Red Ted.
Yeah, so we got people rolling in tonight, tomorrow. What time is it right now?
It is 11:30.
11:30.
Asking like 3 people check their phone.
Yeah, everyone's like,
my watch is still on Michigan time. So
yeah, so I mean, I don't know for sure, but I know CPN's going to be rolling in a few hours, couple hours.
Yeah.
I know Shanzi's going to be rolling that. You know, obviously Mac and Hose and Scotty Balls will be here in a few hours. You know, they've been driving all fucking night.
I can't do that. I can't do night driving, man.
Night driving?
I can do it. I can,
but I don't want to.
If I'm well rested, I can. But you know, if you're tired, then that's when it's like sketchy.
Here's
you know.
my question: are they going to want to hang out once they arrive?
Yes. CP wants to get fucked up.
Oh Jesus!
He said, "Don't get too fucked up before we get there. I don't want to come to the hotel and have you guys
I already
be
drank
like,
4 beers.
hey, I'm sleeping!"
Chasing it down with a fucking Faygo.
What? CPN has FOMO? We're having too much fun without him.
Beastmaster broke a rule already in the hotel.
Yeah, I already got scolded for drinking a beer that was purchased outside of the hotel
I didn't
in the
understand
lobby
what was
area.
going on. She just like came over.
She was trying to hook me up. She was like, pour your beer in this cup. I think she was going to give me the cup and take the bottle.
Yeah, that's probably
right. But my bottle was already empty. So she just took my... And then I asked her, I said, oh, am I not allowed to drink a bottle out here? And she's like, you're not allowed to have outside beers in here. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't buy this beer here.
So am I like breaking the law or something?
No, we can drink them in your room.
Yeah.
Just not out there.
Yeah.
Which I was doing.
Naughty.
How did she know I didn't buy this here? Do they not sell Dos Equi... What the fuck is this?
Dos Equis. Isn't that the that's the most interesting man in the world, right?
Oh, that dude?
Yeah.
Oh, see, this is...
I don't always drink Dos Equis.
Know that.
Right, so I don't always drink beer, but when I do...
I drank 4, it didn't work. I'm still not interesting at all.
I don't always ignore hotel rules, but when I do...
I drink
Dos Equis in the lobby.
I should have told her, I'm like, really? This is the least of your problems.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
wait till tomorrow.
Have you looked around you?
No, you know what? Then tomorrow.
No, but it's been way chill, tame. People are just decompressing. Yeah, you know, like
that's about it.
I was gonna say, wait till tomorrow when all the chaos is going on, and then after that, be down in the lobby with a Dos Equis. Wait for her and be like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah. What's up now? Well,
is this beer important right now?
You know, that reminds me of, like, you know, the venue I go to ICP shows. At the Worcester Palladium, they've had this policy of not being able to film the show. They'll let you take pictures, but they don't want you filming. Mm-hmm. And you know me, I love bootlegging shows, so I'm always videotaping, and I get asked an average of 3 times a concert to stop videotaping. They have to threaten to kick me out, and then I have to get, you know, stealthy in order to continue to bootleg, or my bootlegs suffer because of it, because I'm trying to hide my camera as well as bootleg. The point is that when I go to that venue, it's so hard to fucking get video. But you know what makes it easier? When there's fucking hundreds of juggalos wiling out and security has way more on their minds than little old me. So I get away with it. It's like at ICP shows, I know I can get away with it much easier versus other shows where they're like fucking hawks. Yeah. They get on me, you know?
I'm thinking the cell phones will be fine, but if I roll in with that light.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't even let you.
Well, with the light?
With the light?
You're going to bring the light?
Why not?
to film the concerts?
Yeah, I'm going to bring all these lights.
Are you kidding me? Dude, when you guys see pictures of this equipment, you'll get a laugh. I mean, shit, this is like a fucking actual photo shoot, you know?
Well, literally, we don't really have the lights on in the room.
School pictures.
If I shut them
maybe
off,
the
it's
back,
dark in here.
with the log.
We got one. There's one. Okay, there's 2.
Yeah. I have like my 4th grade picture was that.
Tilt your head more.
Yeah.
and then they have that like faded picture of you with lasers in the background.
Well, I was saying the one that had the woods and you put the fake log. That was my 4th grade picture.
The fake log pic.
It was like foam, and it looks in the picture it would look totally real, but when they put it on your lap, it was like foam, like cheap foam.
Thank you, Olin Mills.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's who did ours.
I remember my 7th grade picture. For some reason, it was fucking the thing to wear. It was Guess jeans, and I had Guess jean overalls.
Oh God!
Right?
Oh, no.
And then I had this is the worst. This is the worst. But I had a Hard Rock Cafe T-shirt from New York City, fucking neon pink, with Guess jean overalls.
What were those blue? Like just
like whitewashed.
Okay, yeah, like still acid washed or whatever.
So that's 7th grade.
This is how this stream's gonna go until everybody just quits. I quit. Guess overalls and a pink shirt.
Hey,
Hard Rock Cafe pink
No, I'm
shirt.
just pissed off because that's what I was gonna wear tomorrow.
By 8th grade, I was a lot cooler. I had a Calvin and Hobbes T-shirt on. I was really
Which had to be bootleg because Bill Watterson didn't approve of any merchandise.
I guess so, but we're talking about like 1993 or 4. So I don't know where I got it. You know?
He never approved.
Actually, I probably got it at some fucking New York shop.
Like, he never any Calvin and Hobbes merchandise is not authentic because he never approved.
True. But I did have a Calvin.
No, I know a few people.
You know, people do.
Yeah, we had crazy is.
Are we switching? Are we switching?
Purple East actually changed location.
Okay.
It's not downtown anymore.
All right.
Oh,
yeah, because we
we're
have
switching. I need to. Oh, you're back in the middle.
Good.
All right, chaos in the middle.
But yeah, we have a head shop in Grand Rapids that they probably still do sell like Calvin and Hobbes shirts and stuff. But for many years,
everybody knows the classic Calvin pissing on.
Yeah, pissing on something. Yeah, that's all. That's none of that's official.
Oh
my God!
What the fuck am I seeing? Oh man, Mac and Hose. What are you doing?
He's riding a dinosaur.
Where is that? I wonder.
Is that on the way?
Conoco.
I don't.
There is a Conoco here in Colorado somewhere.
Is it a Conoco or
No
I've seen like Sinclair logos
Something, I don't
on
know.
the way here where it's a fucking dinosaur.
You know, it's like life is a meme. You know,
And Mac and Hose.
this could be us, but I'm riding dinosaurs.
He's expressing his inner kid.
All right, you know what? Send those to me. I'm gonna send them to Discord.
Do it.
Static, you're gonna have to fucking work on something here. Make it look like he's riding a giant purple dildo or something instead of a dinosaur.
Well, that's probably why he's riding it. He's like, look at my green penis.
Oh man!
Poor dinosaurs being violated.
Right? This aggression towards a dinosaur's butthole has got to stop.
That's why.
Aggression will not stand, man.
2 more.
No,
Actually,
That's
4.
his line.
of this flavor.
Yeah, it should be.
be.
Easy, Tyrone. Hey, you got any more of that Faygo?
He's got an addiction.
Right? He's already hooked.
You're
We're
welcome.
ending this
Got
shit
any
with
more of them
Faygo
Faygos,
shot.
man? Am I late for the free 5 o'clock?
What was it? Yeah, 5 o'clock free crack giveaway, but of course it is.
Right.
I'll wait for the 5 o'clock free Faygo giveaway.
No, it's more along the lines of that, children, was the first time I sucked a dick for Faygo. Yep, and it wasn't the first time. It wasn't the only time either. Welcome to the club, Brooklyn. This is the best that Michigan has to offer, other than rapping clowns.
Yep.
I almost dug myself into a fucking hole there.
Remember when Charlie Murphy came to the gathering?
I heard about that. Like, the first thing that he ended
Fucking
up
awesome.
saying was,
Yeah, 'cause they said-
damn, Twisted is the shit.
What was
That was
Charlie Murphy!
Yeah, well, I think it was Scotty D said in his review of it. He said like Charlie Murphy like seemed to really know a lot about like the Juggalo culture and stuff. So he was like either he did a crash course on it or else he really actually enjoys it. Obviously, he passed away now, but
rest in peace. I wouldn't doubt that he would be privy to it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not like his career keeps him so busy that he doesn't have time to look into the underground.
Well, I honestly
pretty much just busy being Eddie Murphy's brother and then being on the Chappelle Show.
Right. I mean, I would have to say that any major celebrity after everything that happened with like Tila Tequila and Ric Flair, I would think that any big name celebrity that comes to the gathering of the Juggalos should do their homework.
Well, Ric Flair, did Ric Flair get a bad?
Ric Flair got hit in the head with a fucking Faygo can.
Oh, I don't remember.
I think it was right in the eye, and he was just like, Okay, and he walked off.
Wait, are you talking about Ric Flair or are you talking about Method Man?
No, I'm talking about Ric Flair. Method Man got hit.
He says, like he's
I remember
totally all
Method Man
cool
got hit, and then he's just like, no, I'm not going to quit because I ain't a bitch like that.
Oh,
or something to that effect.
Unlike King Gordy.
Oh.
Well, what was the other band that, like, there was a hip-hop duo and one of them got hit, like, with a rock or something?
That was King Gordy.
What? No, it was like I want to say like Atmosphere or something like that. Or
I do remember
because
Atmosphere played the Gathering?
Something like that.
I remember in 2012.
Maybe not Atmosphere, but something like that. Because they said Jay came out and told the crowd not to do that. Like it was either Jay or Shaggy. They were like, dude, don't throw shit.
I don't know who it was, but I don't think it was Atmosphere.
Yeah, maybe not Atmosphere.
I feel like if Atmosphere played The Gathering, I would have known. I like them.
Yeah.
I remember people were throwing shit during Master P in 2012. Like, before P came out, like, his DJ was there scratching, and somebody threw some shit, and it hit the fucking dude's DJ kit, and he just was, without even thinking, he just went, and went on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Some artists they handle it gracefully, you know. They
unless you're Bubba Sparks and you end up getting a giant fucking industrial roll of toilet paper jammed in your stomach from the top, flying down and hits him in the gut, and that almost knocked him over. Then he quit. And that, he's like, fuck this, I'm going to go roll with my homie Eminem.
Isn't he the one who came out super late, too?
Yeah. Like, he left his fucking DJ hanging for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the dude's like, all right, I'm going to go back to the green room and have a smoke break. I'm going to go get my nigga. And then he leaves and he comes back like 15 minutes later, does the same shit. And then Bubba finally comes out with that whole, y'all ain't ready for Bubba? All right, fine. Fuck Bubba then.
Yeah, it's like behind the pain, he's like, yeah, you're right. We're not ready for you. Get the fuck out of here.
That set a precedent. Like, that coined the term giving you the Bubba Sparks treatment.
Yeah.
Turn your back on the stage and give your middle finger.
Yeah.
And it started happening every time a band was whacked. Mm-hmm. All over the, like, tour stops.
I think
that was awesome.
Almost every year.
That's what I'm saying, because that was not long after that gathering. I was at that gathering. I remember
which is kind of weird. Nashville Pussy is actually really fucking good.
Right.
But if you
there's too much going on yet. I was like,
he's like, ah!
Right. All he's hearing is just insanity. I think ever since Bubba Sparks, there's always been one group or band or rapper that has been booed off stage every year, at least one. That's what I've heard, but then again, I haven't gone to very many gatherings. I've only gone to 3. I know that they tried to boo off. I know that everybody was trying to boo off Master P in 2012. That was the last one I went to.
Some people won't let themselves get booed off. Like, I heard MC Chris, he turned it around. Like Andrew WK, like, they just have they have the ability to deflect and win the crowd over.
I think MC Hammer did that too, didn't he? Like, they were like, ICP was like, you're gonna get killed out there, and he went out there and he's like, fuck this, I'm gonna rock it, and he did. I think.
I mean, what's that dude's name with the dreads that was mainstream that went in the crowd?
Waka Flocka.
Yeah, he won him over.
Yeah, Waka Flocka. I thought he was dead.
I mean, look at Coolio. He's like, fuck y'all, I'm going to get a tattoo. I'm going to smoke some crack. I don't give a shit.
I'm going to get a tattoo. I'm going to make sure that it's spelled wrong.
Yeah. And then say it's a joke.
Right. I meant to do that because we're human and humans make mistakes. No,
you just didn't know how to spell it. But that's still awesome that he got a tattoo.
Yeah, I'll see you when you get there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Mikey Clark actually went on the record to say, like, yeah, I was there. I left the room. I came back and was like, no!
But it's still cool that he got a tattoo, though. I mean, like,
Right. It was Juggalo cool.
Yeah.
But when I seen his performance at the Happy Days tour, he killed it. He had his sons on tour with him.
Yep.
That's not cool.
It was his son and it was like his nephew, actually.
That was a good show.
He was trying to, like, pass the torch, the baton. Yeah. Although I don't know if that really works so much. Like, when have we heard of them since then?
You have a better chance with Ice Cube's son being passed the torch.
And on that tour as well, the Necro, who I normally like, but he had blown his voice out, at least by the time he came around our neck of the woods. So, like, no voice, you know, it sucks when you lose your voice and you're a performer. But what I noticed is that when ICP played, like almost everybody went up on stage for Faygo Armageddon afterwards. Kitty did, Coolio did, Necro didn't want to. You know, he didn't want to join that shit.
You guys to keep it hardcore.
He's crazy. He's definitely hardcore.
I mean, I like Necro's music.
I like him.
I kind of got annoyed with the I'm a crazy motherfucker. Okay, dude, we're crazy.
We got it. Yeah, I saw him. I don't know what tour it was on, but I went to Hollow Wicked, and he was
there too.
Yeah, he was awesome. I went I'd already been listening to him, but I went up and bought a shirt right after he was
That's
done.
why I felt bad though, because I've seen Necro perform and he is awesome.
Yeah,
but
he
on
was
that
really
tour, he wasn't in his top form.
Yeah, if his voice is fucked
So,
up, I mean that's gonna
it's
definitely
like
affect it.
It's like you have an opportunity to win over a lot of fans and you're not on your top game. So maybe he was salty, or
yeah, he might have been. Like
or maybe
this,
he just wasn't down for that Faygo throwing shit. Like because you know he's Necro.
Yeah,
you know he's hardcore.
He hangs with death metal guys.
All I know is that him and his brother Ill Bill, you know, they used to make music together. Then they weren't fucking with each other for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch them closely, like I used to.
Well, Ill Bill started doing all the stuff with like rock, not
Heavy Metal
Rockets,
Kings with Vinny Paz.
Right.
Oh, nice.
And
Def
Coke-
Jux.
and-
Ill Bill started doing
Have
stuff
as much
with
as you want.
Ducks.
LP, El Producto.
La Coca Nostra.
But like they weren't fucking with each other. But then when asked about it, he's like, "Well, don't get it twisted. You know, blood's thicker than water." So it's like they are brothers. It's like you know maybe they just had some personal issues that they didn't. You know, their careers took them in separate ways, and I find that so interesting because it's like they are both successful rappers. They have individual careers, you know, but they also worked together in the past. Kind of similar to some other groups that used to work together and now are separate, that don't get along, but they're still on their grind, and you know, and maybe there's like subliminal shots being taken, but it's like you got to wonder. Maybe blood is thicker than water, you know. Maybe the lotus thrives in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge, grin, grin. Yeah, I mean, like for me personally, I feel that situation that you know that's really up there. It's up to them as whether or not they want to, well, for lack of a better term, bury the hatchet.
I feel like they will sometime down the line.
I don't think it's going to be anytime soon.
Maybe not soon, but sometime down the line. I think they will.
Because they need to have, not like I know details, but they need to grow and change and allow themselves to, you know, to heal whatever fucking wounds they're fucking licking. You know what I mean?
Either that, or we all need to delete our channels. That might speed up the process.
Maybe if
nobody's talking about it.
If we just all like delete our channels or just walk away from it and make sure that we don't. That way, we don't have to, you know, tempt ourselves to talk about talk about the situation.
Well, you know, the Eminem ICP feud ended like 10 years earlier than the Juggalos would accept it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and the haters. I every now and again I still get a hater trying to fucking talk shit at me and try to say something like uplifting Eminem, and I'm like, I know he's awesome. We know, we accept it.
I've never said he wasn't awesome. You know?
I have. But I've noticed that a lot.
I did. But anyway.
No, but I've noticed that it's come full circle now where like hardcore Eminem fans have actually turned on Eminem.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that are like, Eminem was better back during this era, or they don't talk like that, but they mean like
Eminem was better when he was on drugs.
Yeah, his shit was good when this album was out. Like, fuck that, you know, I don't know, whatever, recovery shit. Like, yeah, they don't want to see him doing well. They want to see him, you know, ignorant and fucking shit up and causing trouble.
Trying to pistol whip somebody from Psychopathic.
Right. But I actually saw Eminem, it was some video where he's like rapping and some dude was just standing there still, you know, and it was like, it was just like this 1.5-minute long fucking rap, and it was tight. Like, there's no denying he's ill.
He's super talented.
It's really hard for me to like let go when I have it in my head that someone is whack, you know? So I admit I'm stubborn, and maybe I've been giving Eminem a hard time, like for no good reason other than the fact that he's been a thorn in the side of my favorite band, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of us felt that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I was very stubborn to even want to listen to him. Like, somebody practically had to beg me to listen to the Eminem show when it came out. And then I was listening to that song Business, and you listen to the chorus, and I was just like, see, he said, shut the shit down on these clowns. That's a direct diss!
You're like,
fuck this guy!
So much into it, yeah.
And fucking, I just went straight E-thugging.
Yeah, see, the Eminem show is the one that didn't do anything for me. I didn't care
That
about
was the downfall.
Yeah, see, I like the Marshall Mathers
I didn't like
LP
It's shady.
and Shady. Yeah, those are both good. I owned both of them, but I've never been super into him. He's just not. I'm not wild about his voice.
The funny thing
And
is when he
just not my
first
style,
came
but
out,
he's super talented.
it seemed like he was going to make the wicked shit mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been so cool if he did that
All it needed was Kim.
without
beat
making
and
ICP his nemesis.
Yeah.
Because it could have uplifted the whole genre. Instead, he was like, no, I'm going to rise to the top and fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Well,
So
at that time, he didn't have Shady Records out. He was still signed to Aftermath,
Right.
So he was still Dre's puppet, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, this is what Dre thought this was going to be the banger. That's why he had to come out with, the Slim Shady song, the real Slim Shady. They were like, we need to have another My Name Is, and he came out with that.
Yeah.
And they started doing other stuff like The Way I Am and Stan. If they did a music video for Kim, that would have catapulted horrorcore.
Yeah.
You know how like when an artist first comes out, they have like one album or an EP, and then they perform. They're limited. They only have a few songs to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember when ABK was doing opening sets for Blaze before he was actually like signed, or he didn't have his album out yet.
Yeah.
He had a few songs to do. Most of them were going to be on Hatchet Warrior. He was performing those songs before they were released. He was doing his verse from Foodang. He was doing his verse from some songs that were on Blaze albums, right? But then he puts out his album, then he puts out another album. Now his repertoire is growing. Now it's a little bit like you go see ABK, he's got more songs to do. I saw Eminem perform after the Slim Shady EP came out, but before the Marshall Mathers album came out. And, I mean, maybe it's because I haven't seen a whole lot of hip-hop shows, but I was kind of not impressed. Like, because he came out, and it was like a whole lot of hype men. I guess maybe that was D12. I don't know, like all his boys.
Yeah,
but it was
right,
before I knew who they were. It was just a whole bunch of people waving their towels around, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the hell is this?
And then
he comes
white
out-
guy rapping.
Then he comes out with a blow-up doll dressed up like Violent
It was
J.
before he did
all
that.
of a
So,
sudden.
yeah.
Yeah,
See,
you
no,
know,
this was before the beef at all. Like, I saw Eminem before the beef came out.
Well, that shit ended up happening in between the Slim Shady LP and the Marshall Mathers LP, and I thought that's what you were saying, that you ended up seeing a show during that tour.
No,
'Cause
before.
if he came out with that, I could just see that triggered.
Yeah, no, if only, man. My buddy wanted to go see Eminem, and I saw the video for My Name Is, or the one with the 9-inch nails in your eye, or
Yeah,
Look, I can't lie. When I first heard Eminem, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I first heard his slights against ICP, it didn't take any type of thought. I immediately was like, fuck this
that guy.
dude. Yeah.
See,
Fuck
I heard
this guy.
the Marshall Mathers LP, whatever. It was good. But then I come to, was it Kin Kniff, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Candidates,
yeah, where
like,
he's
right
like,
after
I-
the Marshall Mathers.
Give me
track.
my goddamn dick back, or whatever.
The
like.
first couple of years, I never put that together. So I'm like, why is this on here? Not even thinking about ICP. I'm just like, Eminem just got like a gay ass skit on his album. What the fuck's going on? Right. And then years later, I'm like, oh, okay.
Like,
Now-
if it
now
was,
I understand.
if it was about a minute shorter, it probably would have been better, rather than just him holding on to Violent J sucking his dick, and then going to Shaggy sucking his dick for 30 seconds, and then having Violent J suck his dick again for 15 more seconds, and being like, now say my name. Eminem. What? Give me my dick back.
So for an Eminem fan back then, Like, is that's what you guys were into? Like, oh, Eminem's so awesome. What about that skit, that 5-minute dick sucking skit?
Yeah.
It's so fresh.
Dude, it's awesome.
That was the most epic thing I've ever heard in my life. Is men sucking off other men. Best rapper ever.
That's enough to scar a motherfucker.
Listen to it, it's so poetic.
Mommy, why is there audio of a dude sucking another dude?
Right. And then later on, he kills his wife in another song?
Yep.
What are you trying to say to us? It makes no goddamn sense.
That women and men are stupid.
It's hard to see the chat room, but I think they're not saying nice stuff about it.
Yeah, probably not.
That's why I'm sitting there laughing.
That's why we love you guys.
No, it looks like we're getting some LMAOs. Somebody said hashtag Doty life. Oh, it's maximum overload. He said bunch of doties, and then licks 716 said hashtag Doty life.
What's up, Max?
Yeah, like they're just being entertained by this. Even Scotty Two Balls, he's saying we're just cruising in the car listening to y'all. Keep it up.
Good.
Blaze the motherfucker is the most recent person to say something that says LMAO, y'all some fools.
Damn straight.
Yeah,
we're fools.
See, that's the plus to driving here is that you can actually get an internet connection. I couldn't do anything on the plane.
I didn't even think about downloading a movie or two.
I was pissed. I didn't think of doing that.
But they like, you had to put it on airplane mode. I'm like, wait, what? No. I had a book with me, thankfully, but
Static is already on making memes. He just sent me this. Me and Mac and Hose are apparently Tenacious D. Me and Mac and Hose are Tenacious D.
Yeah, that's better.
And there it goes the other way. Yeah, if you tap on it, I think it moves around.
Hashtag bring Tenacious D to the gathering.
This is a work of art right here. Check that out, man.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
There you go.
That's too much.
Yes. Good stuff.
I do not need a microphone.
Yeah, there's going to be a new Tenacious D movie.
What's that? The Dick of Destiny?
Yes.
No, that one was called Master Exploder.
But it's from the
Pick of Destiny movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's some more of them.
Bring Tenacious D to the gathering now.
That would be fucking awesome.
I seriously wish
they're making another movie.
That.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah, and there's going to be a Ted
playing loot. Mac and Hose apparently dressed as Link riding My Little Pony.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Right? He's riding Artax! Like, if you made it white, it could have been Artax.
I can save you time. You don't need to make one of him riding a dinosaur.
We have real photos of it already.
We have your photo. Thank you.
It's really out there.
Okay, natural born meme right there.
Yep.
Oh, shit. He just sent me some flannel. Riding a... Hold on a second. Riding a fucking rocket.
Oh shit!
That's when they stopped. Like they stopped at a store, and he ended up putting on one of those neck pillows.
Rocket Man.
Nice. Nice.
Sitting on Violent Jim's lap.
Yo, you guys are missing out, man. I'm sorry.
Join Discord.
Yes, do it.
What the fuck, Brooklyn Menace? Why can't we get these memes on the bottom screen of the fucking controller?
I can do that.
Damn. My stomach hurts.
Mine too.
Oh my
Game
god.
one's the best.
That was good.
That's the best.
Oh, man.
It's just what the Mac and Hose dressed as Link on a horse. You know, I'm putting this in Discord.
Do it.
Oh, I am. Okay, let's see. Okay, yep. No, you know what? Screw that. You know what? I used to have the dragon. That Lakeland Lunacy. I have the dragon of the Lakeland Lunacy that Lakeland Lunacy drew for me. Where it's holding 6 Nintendo cartridges.
Oh yeah.
I think I might have to replace that and put Mac and Hose on a horse. Dressed as Link.
For your wallpaper?
For my wallpaper. Alright, and we're going to Discord for this one. Unless it's already on there.
I'm going for another beer.
Hey, you want to grab me a Guinness?
Sure.
Alright.
I'm going to steal one of these Faygos.
Go ahead. Which one you want?
Let's see. Brooklyn, you want this cotton candy?
No, I'm not drinking anymore.
Gotta beers, here we come.
Well, that's caffeine free, so you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, but it's like the sugar.
How many more beers were there?
A couple.
I was gonna wait for him to go none.
You want one?
I already had one.
Actually, a few.
Yeah, I'll grab one. You're gonna have to open it for me.
Shows everyone that trick. Apparently, you can open a bottle with a lighter.
Yeah.
I've never been able to figure that out.
Never?
All my friends can do it, and I can't.
It's all about the grip.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Luckily, tomorrow, Carnival Spirits has a 2-hour event of I'm going to teach you guys how to open beers with a lighter.
I thought that's what I saw a poster for that.
Yeah, because you know.
I think there's Facebook events for that too. And isn't Kevin Gill co-hosting that with us? Yeah,
he is. Opening beer bottles with a lighter.
Like I can open a beer bottle with a lighter. I just don't know how to flick the fucking top.
An hour ago, this room was like meticulous. Now it looks like homeless people live here.
Oh my gosh.
Are you too good for your home?
Yes.
Get in your home.
Fuck my home.
Suck my white ass, Paul.
The price is wrong, bitch.
It's like that. Pretty much the only Adam Sandler movie I like.
Which is bringing to mind what I believe is the most brilliant meme I ever came up with, and that is when I took Monoxide's face from Freak Show. You know how it's just half his face, and I stitched it to Shooter McGavin, and it says, "I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast." In regards to Monoxide's comment about Juggalos being all about poo-poo. If you don't know about that meme, check out Carnival Spirits Instagram. It's up on there. I mean, it's on Facebook too, but it's easier to find on Instagram. Because there's less posts.
I was gonna say it's probably buried on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't keep up with that shit. Scotty Balls and Chaos, you're sharing everything. Everything's getting shared.
Everything.
Everything.
Everybody in the club getting tips.
All I'm thinking is how are we going to fit everybody else into this tomorrow?
Yeah, this is only like half of the amount of people we want to have on a live stream tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
Might have to...
We'll have to uninvite Crazy.
Oh, that's what they fuck you guys. I got my own live stream.
He's like, screw you guys.
We were saying before when we heard you went live, we were like, I said, imagine if he's going live from in his car, like at DCG, only in his car,
in the same surroundings that you always are. Like, hey, I'm at DCGCON.
All of a sudden, your kids pop up in the backseat.
How the fuck did you get here? What the hell?
Like, Daddy, they've been in the car the whole time.
Like, how in the hell were you? Like, that would be impossible for them to stay quiet for 17 hours. Like, I would just open up my phone.
No, they weren't with you originally. It's when you turned around after an hour and came back, that's when they snuck in the car.
Oh, okay.
See, you shouldn't have gone back.
Mm-hmm. Like, I thought I ninja'd into my house to get the tickets.
Right.
They ninja'd
into the
even
car.
better to get into the car. Like, they stowed away in the luggage. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you can go ahead and stow away, but you're going to have to stay in the hotel room for a while because Daddy's got to go to a convention.
Daddy's got to go.
You don't have we don't have a ticket for you.
Well, kids are actually free.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck? I never realized that.
How, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Otherwise, hell, I probably could have brought my kids.
So the big question is, how did you find that out? Because I didn't know that either. I do know a few people here that brought their kids. I mean, I've seen some kids. I actually have some friends here that brought their kids.
I figured that they probably treated this the same way that they would at the gathering of the Juggalos, where it's like it doesn't matter how old they are, they have to have a fucking ticket.
I mean, Chaos.
You gotta
hear that.
You gotta pay them
website.
Yeah, it says like all ages. I know they said kids are free.
Yeah, it might be a specific age.
Yeah, it's probably like 6
or below or something like that.
Well, that's kind of the age of the kids I've seen running around here. They all like 5 and 6 year olds.
Yeah, and I mean, my son is 8 and my daughter's turning 10 next month, so they wouldn't be able to work it. Now my 2-year-old, on the other hand, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to bring him.
Going on?
No, actually, he'd probably roll with it. He more than likely would. My 2-year-old is fucking awesome. Strange, but awesome. I think he would definitely fit right in. Just put some paint on him and he'd be awesome as fuck.
Daddy of the year.
So far, I have not seen anybody painted up.
I saw one.
Except
one guy.
That one,
yeah,
which I think I know.
Flip-flop. I saw
That's who
Flip-flop.
that
Oh, that was
is.
Flip Flop?
Yeah.
I've never met Flip Flop, so I didn't know.
Flip-flop, Flip-flop is always painted. I don't know
That's
if
who
he's
that
ever
was.
unpainted.
Ah, okay. If he walks in here, I'm giving you back your shoes.
Oh, yeah. Well, if he walks in here, I'm jumping out that window. Me too. We're on the 5th floor, by the way. I don't give a fuck.
Aim for the bushes.
But then you and me are on the 6th floor.
That's right.
You can just be like New Jack, do a line and jump.
There you go. And hopefully don't get brain fluid coming out of your ear or whatever it was, his nose or something. And blinded himself in an eye.
Well, before you do that, though, you do have to throw Vic Grimes.
Vic Grimes
off
first.
the-
No, motherfucker, we're doing this.
I can't feel my legs. Don't worry about your
Don't
legs.
worry
I got you.
That is so fucking crazy.
Dude.
That is so
Oh, my God.
And then at least that way, when
like
you
when
jump
they
out the
jump,
window,
dude,
you
it's
can
like
either
they're
land on
not
Vic
even
Grimes or mass transit.
remotely falling in a good way that they're going to land
The only thing that
properly.
kept him in the ring was the ropes.
Yeah.
He slingshotted back.
Yeah, slingshot it back out. Dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
his
my
legs,
God.
like, his legs got...
I had that on DVD for a while. And
I think his legs hit the...
they like,
top
Yeah,
rope.
yeah, they
We're
came
gonna
down, but his
talk
whole
about
body
wrestling.
came down and just pulled the ropes right down and just slingshot him right out.
That switch I have in my body that tells me to stop drinking has just gone off.
Have one of those?
I just made a mistake by drinking a beer.
Brooklyn Menace is now becoming the most interesting man in the world, thanks to Dos Equis.
It's gonna be
And now
interesting
Faygo.
when I throw up.
Was it worth it? I don't know! Well, just keep holding on to the toilet, you'll be fine.
Taste the cotton candy. The candy apple.
Just keep drinking until you can see my dragon, and then drink some more to make him go away.
Do not try to catch the dragon because you never catch him.
No.
What is that, like the absence fairy or whatever?
The absinthe
If you
fairy.
remember that episode of South Park,
Oh, yeah,
where Andy Mark-
heroin hero. Yeah.
yes, he's like, oh, the dragon.
Catch me! It's like an
Dad.
arm, like, and it's like.
Dad, you never catch the dragon. No,
I almost got him.
Somehow, in some way, it ends up being a South Park reference. God damn it for having my last name be McCormick.
and we're in Colorado. You're welcome.
God damn it. So, by the way, speaking of which, when are we going to go to Casa Bonita?
I want to go to Casa Bonita, dude.
I want to go too. Like I said, the food may be shitty, but the
How far is
entertainment's
there
awesome.
one from here? Is it far?
It's only one restaurant.
Like, I came...
Where
like,
is
the
it
minute
at?
I came
Is
in
it
here, I
here in
started
Denver?
It's
to
like in Lakeland, which is basically in Denver, but it's like in a really rough part of
Oh,
Denver.
great.
Of course.
What is this, a food place?
Yeah, it's
a Mexican
You
restaurant.
haven't seen the South Park where they go there?
The food's terrible, but the
Apparently it's a real
entertainment is
It's
awesome.
a real place, and like
It is.
they make, I guess not really make fun of it on South Park, but there was the episode where it was, who was it, Kyle's birthday?
And Carmen's trying to go.
Yeah, and he invited, Stan and Kyle, Kenny,
Stan
and then
Kenny's
Butters. And then he didn't invite
like,
Eric. So Eric, essentially kidnapped Butters and, locked him in a fallout shelter and told him that there was a bomb had gone off and that mutants were roaming the earth and everything. And the birthday trip was to Casa Bonita. And it's a Mexican restaurant that they drew it to look just like the actual one.
That's how
and
it
there's
looks.
cliff divers and it's literally all inside. There's these guys that will jump and cliff dive. Mariachi bands. There's things where you can dress up and
The
where those
food's
one where
terrible,
he's
but the entertainment is
yeah,
good.
he's he takes a picture of himself in jail and stuff, and then they have little flags on the table that when you're eating nachos, and when you're all done, you put the flag up, and they'll bring you more nachos, and then
They used to have a slide you could go down there.
Yeah,
when you were
yeah.
a kid, I'm like,
Yeah.
I remember that shit. That
So
was
yeah,
fun.
it's when I saw the episode, I didn't realize it was a real place, and
It
I
is.
looked
But
it
it was-
up, and it is.
I mean, they ended up doing the same thing when Butters' birthday was. They were supposed to go to Bennigan's or something.
Yeah, Bennigan's. Yeah, he's all about
everybody knows that
Bennigan's.
Bennigan's is a real place, but Casa Bonita is more along
It's
the lines.
just
It's
just
a
out
locale,
here. Yeah,
it's a local place.
That's why I get most of the references when they do something on there. I'm like, I get that reference.
I understand that.
People have to ask me, they're like, what are they talking about?
If I'm watching it and don't know, I'll just be like, chaos, what the fuck was that they were talking about?
Like us outsiders outside of Colorado would be laughing their laugh our asses
some
off.
stuff like
You'd
that
just
on
be like,
Family Guy.
yeah, I get it.
They have some like Rhode Island references. You have to be from New England to get it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, what you were saying about like the slide in the jail, it's reminding me of the 2001 gathering, because they had the Psychopathics from Outer Space tour props set up that you could go, check out and play on. And I got all these pictures of me, like, standing behind the dungeon bar, sliding down the slide, the ICP, like the Funhouse wheel, and I just like got pics of me on all that shit. I was rifling through all my pictures from that gathering just last night, because I wanted to find the picture of me with Jumpsteady and Tall Jess when I won a copy of Morton's List at the Morton's List seminar. Because they threw dice into the crowd, I caught it, I got it signed, and my buddy, who's not a juggalo, he's a photographer, he came to that gathering with me just to shoot pictures. So he this is before digital, but he shot 30 rolls of color film and just gave me all the prints. For, you know what I mean? And he just took mad pictures. Mostly he was taking pictures of like the juggalettes and their fucking...
Yeah, of course.
Their titties hanging out.
Yeah, I got mad perverted pictures and stuff.
Here's one sitting on top of her boyfriend's shoulders, and there she is covered in tear gas.
Oh my god. like Madman Pondo getting a lap dance and simulated blowjobs with hot dogs and all sorts of crazy stuff. But
my god, there's Misty.
But that's the thing. I pulled out like 4 pictures from that stack and I brought them just because I'm hoping that if I do get to talk to and see Jumpsteady, I want to show him and tell him like, hey man, this is when I met you for the first time, and I got this game from you and whatever. So
last year he was just walking around the whole time.
Yeah, I saw the picture of you in there.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to do that, but and I also have a picture with Missy. Because Missy was at that gathering. Nice. Yeah, I got a picture with Missy. She's fat as hell.
I've actually seen an actual porn of her banging 2 dudes.
Yeah, she's a real porn star.
And I watched it. I will admit, I just like, hey, that's Missy. I have to watch this. And it's
the only time I've actually seen her in a porn. It was weird. Somebody was fucking her belly button.
Oh my god!
This was like she was getting banged by 2 dudes.
I'd rather watch that.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, Missy in a DP? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Belly button?
Well, in the case of Missy, it's like we all saw Big Money Hustlers first.
Yeah, so we know.
But when it came to Big Money Rustlers, I had already seen Bridget the Midget.
I'd seen all kinds of her live.
So that was pretty cool when she showed up in that movie. I was like, nice.
Yeah, I've seen a whole bunch of her stuff. She was at Carnival of Chaos a couple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, I had never heard of Bridget the Midget, but then I ended up seeing the movie. I ended up seeing Big Money Rustlers, and then for some reason there's like a photo Rolodex in my head of me driving down 131 South, going from Grand Rapids to Kalamazoo, Michigan, and there are billboards that would be for a place called Little Darlings. And usually this is the one place that would have like porn stars that would come in a couple of days and try to get a little bit extra cash or something like that if they have like an off day or they're retiring or whatever the fuck.
Is it Little Mermaid Lounge or Little Darlings?
Little Darlings.
I can't think
of it. And it actually did say one? Bridget Powers. And I was like, I missed an opportunity. I missed an opportunity to see a midget strip.
She's not bad.
Is Little Darlings in Kalamazoo?
What's that?
Is Little Darlings in Kalamazoo? I can't picture where that's at.
Little Darlings in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Huh. So I know where Deja Vu and then the Mermaid Lounge, and they're in the same building. Because they're right by KZoo Skate Zoo, like right next door to them.
Yeah.
But she's tough as hell, man. Like to be able to get tossed around by Shaggy like that, fuck, dude.
This one's for Paul Ordorf.
Right, no shit. Like that. And I can't believe they were able to take all of that and be able to record it in one shot.
Right.
Like that takes some skill on both of their parts.
Yes.
The question that I have is, what kind of exotic porn star are they going to have in Big Money Thrusters?
Yeah.
You know, they've gone from one extreme to the other. What are they going to do for the third
or something? I don't know. Like,
they gotta get somebody that's like, I don't know, maybe with big titties and just covered in tattoos or something like that. I mean, like sleeves and everything.
yeah.
It's gotta be a standard fetish, right? I mean, first the fat chick, that's a standard ICP trope,
Yeah. Right.
But with the midget,
That's a fetish.
That's but that's also kind of like freak show. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Bearded lady, midget stripper.
Yeah.
So for
Lazy-eyed
I just said it.
serious.
Bearded lady. Bam.
There we go.
Bearded lady.
Or they could try to find that 3-boob chick from Total Recall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure it's already been written, but
Yeah.
if it hasn't, there's your fucking there's your idea.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Specifically the 3-boob chick. from
Beastmaster
Total
needs a
Recall.
co-writing credit for that one.
Yes, make me an executive producer.
I swear I have no idea what anyone's talking about. I just hear a bunch of words.
Here, have another one.
Have enough.
This is right there. It's
Dude, I'm a fucking lightweight.
The red
I
pop,
am now,
that's-
too.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I haven't even made it to a dispensary yet. I'm just saying, like, I have taken a half a month hiatus of weed in preparation for DCGCON because I don't want to smoke every day and then show up in Colorado, weed legal, and just like already fucking.
Be like,
like just another. Yeah, I actually stopped smoking so that when I came here, it
It would
felt
be
special.
kind of-
Yeah, it
something.
felt special.
Oh yeah, in November, Michigan. It's going to be on the ballot in Michigan.
Yeah, I heard.
and
heard.
a lot of the political critics or whatever you want to say, watchers, are saying it more than likely is going to pass because the vote to get it on the ballot was I think it was 6-0, 6-4-0 against. So they're once it goes to vote, they're it's more than likely going to pass. So
It's been nothing but
and if
an
it does,
uphill
I
battle
am fucking
since-
smoking. God damn it.
Well, Massachusetts, they made it legal, but it actually doesn't take effect until July.
Yeah.
So this is like a little preview.
You get a little pregame
Yeah,
going
just a
on.
little pregame. I get to scope out the scene. That's what I want to do. I want to.
It's been tripping me out because we walked over to the party store there. We walked back and everybody out there is out front smoking weed, and I'm like, man, people are really daring. They're just standing right out in front of the hotel smoking weed, and I'm like, oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, and I'm getting hassled for drinking a fucking beer in the lobby. Boy, is this real life?
There's going to be people on Reefer Madness running all around this hotel, axe murdering people, and they're worried about you drinking a beer. I mean,
Right.
you know?
Well, I mean, I was the most interesting guy in that lobby.
Yeah, you're right.
I think she just liked you.
Yeah,
that's
You're
like-
Was she hitting on me?
Probably trying to use your digits.
If you can't get to a dispensary, just stay in the elevator.
Yeah, or just stand up front.
My precious.
You smell it in there? In the elevator?
Well, my girlfriend did end up bringing edibles with her.
She said she already ate a whole bunch of them. So.
She ate a whole bunch of them, and she's still got some. She's still got some gummies, and she's got like a Rice Krispies treat made out of fucking Fruity Pebbles.
Nice.
Well, if she has any extra, let me know.
Fuck. After this is done, I don't know, maybe tomorrow I'll just be like, here you go, courtesy. Just come to, I don't know, maybe just come to the hotel room and I'll just give you some.
I'll fucking buy some though. It's all good.
Michigan's not legal, but it's medical. Right?
It's medical.
Medical, and then it's decriminalized too.
Okay.
Yeah, so we still have to have a card. And
then if you get caught with a small amount, it's not very much of a penalty.
They decriminalized it. Massachusetts decriminalized it 10 years ago.
Yeah, ours has been decriminalized for probably about that long. Pretty close.
It was 2008. I just remember because 2008 is when I was actually rapping, and we did a few weed songs, and I had a line there where about how it was decriminalized because it was just exciting. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of a crazy time to be alive, and they just decriminalized this thing that is so taboo.
Yeah, I think Michigan. Now that I think about it, I think it's been decriminalized even longer than that. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's. I think it's just finally getting to a point where everybody is finally being a little bit more tolerant.
Well, that and there, people realize how much money they're spending on fighting.
You know what? It's legal. Has actually been helping a lot of other. Cities
Yeah, I mean,
and
like
states.
wasn't it here that they ended up like sending checks to everybody, didn't they? Because they like made so much extra money. They like fixed roads, fixed parks, and then they still had like enough money to send like everybody over the age of 13 or something like that, or 18, a check for like $20 or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's insane.
And crime's gone down pretty well. There's
of course, because you stop the black market.
Yeah, except for around the Roxy.
The only bad crime we get is like from meth heads and crackheads.
Yeah. Now that stuff, like, you know, it's kind of, I'm on the fence about like legalizing. But then you also think about like all that stuff where you get the people that overdose and shit. If it was legal and regulated and taxed, you'd have it being made by pharmaceutical companies.
It would be a lot.
It'd be a lot safer instead of being made in somebody's bathtub or something.
Right.
You know?
That's where you get a lot of
cutting
issues.
in with rat poison and shit.
Right. And when you're dealing,
and then
with,
you tax the shit out of it.
And when you're buying it from like cutthroat thugs and stuff, and you know.
And that's one thing, Arch. This city has a problem. Is it has a bad meth heroin problem.
What's the one I was seeing something about it the other day? I had to watch something on YouTube where people do it. I think it's an injectable drug, and it'll actually rot their skin away.
Crocodile.
Yeah, crocodile.
It's like, who would do that?
Bones will be exposed and shit,
It's
dude.
fucking disgusting.
Oh my god! There was like I looked at photos of it, and people's like they looked like zombies.
I was like, who does that?
I guess rumor has it that they put battery acid in that shit.
Oh my
or something.
god, dude!
That's
I
what
was
eats
like,
away your flesh.
Fuck no.
Like how fucked up do you have?
Dude, there was like there's one of the photos I found of somebody in the hospital, and they're like both their arms, like forearms, were just bone exposed. I was like,
No, I just happened to be eating when I see now. I'm like,
yeah, dude. Oh my god.
I wonder if they just look at their arm and they're like,
oh well, yeah.
start licking
bones
the bone.
showing.
Well, that's interesting.
now you have idiots eating
licking the
tads or
fucking
whatever
bone.
these things are.
Yeah.
The
Well, they're
washers.
high, so who
Washer
gives a
pods,
fuck?
yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Like so, if
Never float your boat.
if their arm gets
Especially
like
if
that,
you're
I
fucking
mean,
high on battery acid.
is there any
in your
saving
arm.
their arm if their bone is exposed, or is their arm
No,
gone?
I don't think so.
Nope.
I mean, this ain't a situation.
They would
like
need a
where-
lot of skin donors.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Brooklyn Menace.
What did you do for that short length of time?
I'm cleaning my sweet guy.
Can't clean now. We're
Are you
live
cleaning the
streaming.
suite or are you cleaning the fridge?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the camera.
He's gone.
He's gone. He's so gone.
Nice. Let the party begin.
Yeah. Well, finally, he's out of here, guys. Now we can fucking actually have fun.
Is this empty?
He's being the bait.
I like a clean room.
We haven't even begun to fuck your room up yet.
You just wait.
I mean, just by sheer numbers, like, if this is how much we can make your room disheveled, wait till everybody else shows up.
Right.
Just wait till CPN gets here.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
fuck.
moving this operation upstairs.
Exactly.
Just bring it outside.
Well, that actually, I mean, it would be ideal. I don't know what's going to happen, but you know, we're going to try to do some live jump offs in the main in the main area in the actual convention center,
Like an actual
if it's
live
allowed.
convention.
Yeah, ideally, fingers crossed. We're going to do every Saturday afternoon right there
That would be
during
awesome.
the backyard wrestling tournaments.
Just like Cycle
Dude,
So,
that'd be fucking
easy.
sweet, man.
Damn.
fucking with people walking in the
Yeah,
background.
fuck yeah.
It's like Good Morning America,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
people
when
are behind the
people
TV,
behind the glass, yeah.
and people are like holding signs up,
and shit. Yep.
right?
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
It's the
picture from the dinosaur on the
horse.
Just the look. No, look at the look on Mac's face.
He's enjoying himself a little too much there.
Has Max seen these, or
I don't know. Probably
Oh, he
not.
will.
we know he will, but I mean he's en route right now. I don't know if he's getting you sent to him or just us.
Just sent, like, I don't know who else Static has sent this to, but he has sent this to me.
Nice.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm actually finding quite a bit of enjoyment with this shit. Like, I'm laughing my ass off.
This sounds so crazy on YouTube. I don't know how we got as many viewers as we do.
Because we're fucking entertaining as hell.
It's a crossover episode.
Yes.
Holy shit, I didn't even see all this mess
Because
over
look,
here.
you've got
more work.
Studio 17 and Crazy McCormick.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, YouTube Cinematic Universe.
Right, yeah, this is
Juggalo.
basically like the Juggalo YouTube Cinematic Universe right here.
Absolutely.
We're just having this is like a massive Avengers or meets Guardians of the Galaxy type shit.
Definitely.
But Thanos hasn't shown up yet.
That movie was fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
No spoilers. I have
Don't
not
worry.
yet watched it.
Don't worry.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. Plot twist. I have not seen it.
I'll tell you this: being a fan of DC, Batman.
We lost the light.
No.
Why?
No, I never read Marvel comics. Never. So I wasn't really into Iron Man. I didn't give a fuck. But I watched them. It was okay. I was impressed. I thought they were dope. Avengers was dope. I loved it. So I started watching all of them.
Right.
And now I'm hooked. After I saw Infinity Wars, I actually went back and I'm watching all of them in order to refresh my memory. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying
Black
the fuck
Panther
out of
was
it.
badass.
I got to see that.
Just a bit of
I haven't
advice.
seen Infinity War either, but
You don't
I'm
really
not
have to
super
watch
into
The
it.
Incredible Hulk.
No, you don't.
Already did, but you're right. It's the weak link.
The guy that actually plays the Hulk in
For a lot of
Avengers is
reasons.
better.
I mean, one, they changed the character, which is kind of like...
Yeah.
It just kind of sets it apart, because it's not...
Well, the thing is,
Edward
like,
Norton has no presence in the rest of the franchise, so it
Yeah.
seems like it's not... And by the way...
the Eric Bana version wasn't even a part of the MCU.
Well, yeah,
so.
that was just John Woo making a fucking...
Crappy
Hulk,
fucking
making
movie.
a Hulk movie because he wanted to.
Like, this is a Hulk comic movie, and we're gonna make everything look like it's actually a comic, like you're watching a fucking comic.
Is that the one that was like really like over the top, like
Yeah.
weird?
Yeah. The one, yeah, and
I
it's
hate
like,
it when they do that, though. It's like there's
He's like leaping canyons.
the same
and-
time.
and fighting Nick Nolte.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't know.
Like, seriously, they should have just introduced Nick Nolte's character, like, running through a fucking...
That's some passive-aggressive shit.
out
Like,
of
you
car.
know that Marvel is setting up their universe, and you're like, no, I want to make a Hulk movie. I don't care if you're setting up a whole big thing that's interconnected and,
Was this in my room?
Fuck John Woo.
That's been on your bed all day. I just moved it because now you have company.
I mean, like, the only thing in The Incredible Hulk with Edward
That's what I thought they were.
that you really need to watch is, like, the end of it, where they end up incorporating another fucking character that goes into the
Or when they
MCU.
talk about the super soldier serum.
Yeah, where, they end up talking about that, and then, boom, segues into
Like,
Captain America.
Captain America reference. Bam.
And I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit of a comic book guy. When I was a kid, vast majority of the stuff that I read was X-Men related. That's why the X-Men franchise really pissed me off. And then they sort of kind of tried to correct it, but they still fucked it up.
Days of Future Past was the shit, though.
I like it for its story. I just, like, over time, I just kind of decided that this is what they kind of explained. Rather than just Wolverine going into the past to fix the future so that way the Sentinels don't create aren't created. Instead, it just made me realize that this storyline with X-Men is so complex that it's considerably a multiverse.
So wait a minute, which one do you have an issue with? The original trilogy or those prequels? The ones where they're all younger.
First Class was dope.
Like,
though.
First Class was all right.
I didn't
all
like
of them
three.
do tie in together.
I didn't like 3. 3 was the one I didn't
That
like.
was meh.
Every single one of them, up till Days of Future Past, I really got angry. Even Wolverine's origin story,
Oh, God.
X-Men origin story, the first 3 X-Men, and then when Days of Future Past came in, I started to ease up a little bit because I came to that realization that you could, like, with X-Men, everything is so fucked up and everything changes so quickly in the X-Men universe that it doesn't really matter how things get started. There's always a different origin story or a different beginning, no matter what. Because X-Men can constantly be rebooted as long as you necessarily have just the original characters and you can just work on from there. Even to like continue to make Wolverine movies into Old Man Logan.
Well, everybody's getting old, you know. In the Marvel universe, like Robert Downey Jr. is considerably older looking in, you know, Spider-Man: Homecoming as he was in those first movies.
Right.
They can't reprise these roles forever.
Nope.
You know, they either need to be rebooted or I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, it's only been 10 years. Like, really, that's a lot. It's an aggressive set of movie making for 10 years.
Yeah,
and over 10 movies.
There's
Robert
a couple
Downey Jr.
more
wasn't
that are going to be
exactly young
coming
when he
out.
first started playing that role to begin with.
Well, I
He was
mean,
just that was his comeback.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
totally
After his
come
drug
back.
addiction.
Yeah.
See, like, that scared the shit out of me when I found out that Robert Downey Jr. was going to be Iron Man. It was just
Why,
like, how the
his
fuck
age?
are you going to make a recovering alcoholic and drug addict
Being
play
character
a
that does-
playboy who is a fucking alcoholic?
Yeah.
And it's like, that scared the shit
Well,
out
you know
of me.
what?
And he
I
knocked it
don't-
out of the
Anybody
park.
but him. And then I watched it and I was proved wrong.
No, he did it. He nailed it.
He
nailed
fucking
it.
killed that role. All of them are. Like,
Even Chris Evans as Captain America, he does a fucking good job.
right, he does a better job at that than Johnny Storm.
Right?
But they're all kind of getting older now. I mean, these characters.
There
We're
will
not
be
gonna, we're not going to want to watch like 50-year-old, you know,
Right.
superheroes.
Right, exactly. Like, yeah. Well,
know?
actually, we are Iron Man.
Like we're not going to want to watch 60-year-old superheroes. Like, so they're going to have to do something.
Well, I can honestly say that Downey's probably, he's going to do a couple more movies as Iron Man, and that's it. It's not going to be like he's 80,
he's probably
and
just
they're
gonna
going to
have,
be like,
like,
oh, we're going to have
cameos.
somebody else play as Iron Man. I doubt that Downey's going to be like, what? No, that's my role. Let me put on my suit.
Well, it's a whole new ball game now because they've already shown us that they can just recreate a young Robert Downey Jr. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they did it with Tron Legacy with what's his face
With
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff. They made a young Jeff Bridges.
That was a little hard on that movie. Even when they did Evolution, like, yeah, they were trying to make Clue look like he did back in the 80s.
You know,
but
Tarkin in
it was
Rogue
hard.
One. I mean, I'm just saying it's not uncommon for them to for movie makers to create an actor in their prime.
And it smelled like beer and Jolly Ranchers.
Nice. Did you feel that in the back of your neck, Chaos? Is the back of your neck all swampy?
No, I thought that was a ghost.
Haunted hotel? What the fuck?
One of us. What?
Yeah,
We're
it's
gonna put
right
these
there
puzzle pieces
in the
together.
Stanley Hotel.
That Band-Aid that we found.
It had a severed finger. Oh god, if that would have had a severed finger, I would have been like, oh, fuck.
Red rum.
But yeah, there's only a couple more MCU movies that are coming out. I know that one upcoming one is going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And then there's Captain Marvel, or is that what her name is?
Yeah,
She's basically Marvel's
or
version
Wonder
of
Man or
Superman, basically.
Yeah,
That's the way you
pretty
describe her.
Yeah, and then I think like maybe one or two more movies, and then
I'm pretty
that's
psyched
it.
about Ant-Man and Wasp. I mean,
It does look
I'm
funny.
looking forward to
I
that.
wasn't-
I love Paul Rudd.
I wasn't a huge fan of the first one,
I
but
never even saw the first one.
I like what's her name, Lily, Evangeline Lilly from Lost.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan. I thought it was the shit when she showed up in that movie, and then at the end when they teased that she was gonna put the suit on. And again, I don't know Marvel, so I didn't even know the Wasp existed. So
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah. I'm down.
Yeah, I thought the casting for that movie was epic. Seeing Michael Douglas in that as Hank Pym was fucking great.
He was
especially the line where he pulls up and they're like, "Dr. Pym, yes, I'm still alive." That made me. I died laughing at that because at the time there's been so much shit in the tabloids about him dying of cancer or something like that.
From
Like,
eating pussy.
You seen his wife, though? She's
no, apparently Catherine Zeta-Jones' pussy cures cancer.
Oh,
I don't deny it.
She's still hot for her age.
Hey,
Fuck.
There's a lot of them are.
If her pussy cures
Dude,
cancer or
Salma
causes
Hayek.
cancer, I don't care.
You win either you win either way. When it
I
comes,
say we all need to do cancer prevention.
it's at Catherine
Take to the
Zeta-Jones's
streets, we're
house.
fighting cancer.
You know there's some parties going on out there in the hallway.
Probably.
Parties?
I
Nah, we're YouTubers.
No, I think everybody's
is the
going to
party.
sleep
Yes.
and getting ready for tomorrow.
This. Hi, welcome.
Oh, we lost our gaming fucking console. All right.
Next thing you know, they're gonna say Jennifer Tilly kills cancer. Sign me up. I'm like, thank you. Sign me up, Jennifer Tilly.
I think she causes Alzheimer's chaos.
No,
She's a grandma, so she's a gilf now.
Her STD.
Yeah.
No, remember,
She's still
she
hot.
dates Chucky, so her STD is homicide.
Homicidal tendencies.
Homicidal and genocidal tendencies. And a very weird cackling laugh.
Oh well, I'd still hit it.
It'd be worth
Give a
it.
shit.
It would definitely
She's
be
hot
worth
as a deranged psycho, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah,
I
cover
didn't know
yourself
what
in
to
that
think about
blood.
Tomb Raider.
What, the new one?
Yeah, I'm still used to Angelina.
Yeah,
Angelina did a good
Like
job.
the new Tomb Raider needs bigger titties.
We don't know who she is, but I'll tell
I
you
don't
this: Tomb Raider 2 sucked.
The first one was good. It was alright.
I think
You
the first
want
one's
to know
the
how
one I
to?
saw.
You really want to know how to?
Don't watch 2. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that
It
one.
ruined the whole franchise, in my opinion.
You want to know the best way to improve the quality of that movie? Put it on mute.
Yes.
And cut out every scene that doesn't have Angelina Jolie.
No,
in it.
you're right. You're right.
That would be the director's cut. It's
the worst.
all fucking.
It's the worst.
All Angelina.
No, that's
Jolie.
the jerker's cut.
Jerk off.
The jerk off cut. Like, just probably at max, probably going to be, what, a half hour of watch?
Right.
That's all that I need.
I'm sure there's an edit on YouTube already.
They want us to go pull some random juggalos.
Yeah, if we
That would be a good idea.
Brooklyn Menace would love that. Let's just bring randos into the room.
With all your high-tech equipment. Now they know where all the stuff is.
So they can come in here and trash the fucking place, drive him out of his tree.
Hey, you know what? This is just a pregame. We're really just shooting the shit before the party.
Yeah,
this isn't. We haven't even started to fucking get wild. You know what I mean?
If we bring any random people up in here, the only thing that's going to be left is a fucking another bandage.
or there's gonna be a turd somewhere where it's not supposed to be. You're like, why is there a turd on my couch?
You'll see some other dude wearing a Brooklyn Menace Carnival Spirit shirt.
Like, where'd you get that? Nowhere.
Oh, I got this made.
Well, really, these cameras are going to be set up like all weekend, like nonstop, 24/7 live streams. So you know you're going to see some weird shit. You know, tune in.
Y'all want to watch Brooklyn sleep? There you go.
Yeah. Just have the cameras on him all day.
He's like,
Well, as soon as he passes out, we're taking all this equipment and going
That's
on.
going to happen pretty quick.
He's like, wait, what?
he's literally standing.
No, you know what? Would
Here.
be that one Studio
Have
17?
another Faygo. Have one that tastes like cough syrup now.
Especially Red Pop.
Have cough syrup.
I brought that down strictly for aesthetics. I knew no one was going to want to open
Unless it was Goat Boy.
Yeah, I know, boy, you're disgusting. You drink that shit.
It's disgusting.
Chugging Robitussin. I would do it if it was really Robitussin, and it would make me trip out if I smoked some weed with it.
Oh, and if any of you guys did super chats, that's so gross. So fucking
Man,
gross.
so gross.
Right.
So gross, yo.
Is there a way we can just turn Super Chat off? Because it's gross.
Right. Although I really can't say much because I did end up getting a Streamlabs super chat earlier today. Juanito ended up totally fucking gunking up my chat with that asshole.
That would be disgusting if someone sent money that could be spent on more beer.
More beer.
So I take it I'm the only one that watches the Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers movies. Because I don't get into the superhero shit.
I don't really
But
get
I
into
do-
superhero
I
stuff
do
either.
the
You did
Power
watch
Rangers.
like what the new Power Rangers movie or
The last one, because there is a newer one coming out.
yeah I've been hearing rumor about that one. I mean obviously because they ended the The end of the first movie with the introduction of Tommy Oliver.
Yeah, him.
Without showing him, all they showed was an empty seat with a green jacket.
So apparently on the trailer, he's going to be... Okay, so he starts out green and evil, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, this, I guess the new movie is going to be like if he never was good and he was always fucking evil.
That'd be cool.
That's a good premise. So I can
Make
I
him
can buy
main
into that.
Bad Ranger.
So are the Power Rangers movies? Are they like the TV show, or are they like more adult-oriented?
It's
more
It's
adult.
a total reboot, but
Okay.
they still do keep true to.
Well, yeah,
how the Power Rangers
yeah. You
were.
still have the same basic premise, but they're
Like they said, when they get hurt, they literally fucking get hurt.
they're
Yeah,
like so it's a
but it's
little
not
it's a
like-
little more geared towards like but
it's not-
more high
grimy.
But it's not
higher age
Zordon.
demographic.
It's definitely not Zordon being like, we need teenagers with attitude.
yeah.
You know?
we need
No,
teenagers
it's just
to
like,
kick ass.
no, we need teenagers to fucking
Kick ass.
manipulate so that way I can come back to life rather than being a fucking wall.
Fight an evil alien.
Right? I need to come back so that way I can get cancer and sell meth.
Yes, bring back Walter.
I never knew that was him.
You
That's
didn't
the whole
know-
reason I wanted to see the movie. Too.
Right, yeah, when I found out that he was playing as fucking Zordon,
I was like,
I'm
yes.
like, I'm in.
I was like, I'm sold.
And then Elizabeth Banks, right?
She's fucking
Yeah,
hot.
dude, she's fucking fine as hell, dude.
I was just like,
Which one was
fuck
that?
Rita from the show.
Right.
And she's Asian. Elizabeth Banks is a winner.
Which one was she?
I think she was the yellow.
She
Got
was
my attention.
she was Rita Repulsa.
Fuck, I'm going to have to watch it again.
Uh-oh.
Is that you?
No, that ain't me.
Yeah.
No, but no, I think that's. I'm not answering it. I mean, it's
Beastmaster?
Scotty, but I'm not answering it.
TJ.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna do
Just
it.
answer it.
Hello.
Be like Crazy McCormick up in this bitch.
Yeah,
Bitch.
exactly. Crazy McCormick is up in this motherfucking bitch.
Somebody that called.
That's how I answer the phone at work.
Yeah.
All right.
You say Crazy McCormick too.
This year's right.
Yep.
All right.
What up, Scotty?
They're calling into the show.
Look at that chair. How could they even leave that?
I'm telling you, dude. Like, I don't understand it.
I saw when we came in. I was like,
Stay
wow.
in this room?
Like here's a fucking what the hell do you call this room? The
It's a suite.
suite. Yes. God, why couldn't I
not
do
a
that?
suite at
Here's
all.
a suite, but we're gonna give you this fucking rotten old
Fuck that
chair.
chair.
No one in the fucking hallway, dude. Sorry.
Did he want to bring someone?
Yeah, these motherfuckers just want us to bring random juggalos.
No.
I'm sorry.
He went out in the hall and looked.
That ain't happening.
I can hear
Nobody
my own
did
fucking
Bonita.
voice in the background. What kind of lag are you doing? I just took a fucking
You fucking
piss.
creeper. Stop listening to us.
Yeah. Fucking spying on us and shit.
That's gross, man.
It is
Everything we
gross.
left is that fucking chair tomorrow morning.
Stop red fretting on us, God.
You're,
Mac, if we open that window and you're red fretting on us, I swear to God.
Oh, it's crazy in the bathroom?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hurry up, motherfucker.
He's like, I gotta go now.
no, man, there's no one in the hall. I just went out there and looked.
Maybe a
Still
ghost.
after him.
There's a little kid
Yeah.
on a bike.
Yeah, on a bike, and maybe an elevator that's gonna open with fucking blood pouring out.
We all thought that. We're like, oh shit, we're gonna get stuck in an elevator. And we look at the elevator number and it says 6 and we're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
God damn it.
He said 7
I was like, I don't want to get stuck in hell, please.
You're going a mile a minute?
That's what she said.
No, definitely not. Wait a minute. Who's drunk, me or you?
No, are you drunk?
Are you sure?
You, sir, are drunk.
I'm gonna drink my last Guinness and then I probably call
I'll
it.
tell you what.
You're gonna call it a night?
You a solid. I'll walk out there and see.
I don't know, I still wanna fucking chill.
Not sure.
I mean, I don't really have anything important to do until like what,
Right?
8?
I want to get up though. And I want to make sure because last year
I get it.
all the fucking merch was gone. Oh, you were there last year.
Yeah, I was
They take
there
cards,
last year,
right?
and it was bullshit.
I don't
Remember
Because
they did
somebody-
they take card last year?
Somebody,
Yeah.
who I'm not
I
going to
think that-
name,
yeah,
names,
normally they do. I don't see why they
ended
would.
up buying 4 copies of
Well,
the
it's
fucking
kinda hard.
Juggalos against Santa.
Yeah, I didn't even get Juggalos against Santa
Like,
because I need
somebody-
to get Oracle of the Three Rings. I need to get 2 copies of that. I want to get a zip hoodie this year. I want to get a shirt this year. And I'm probably because I fucking lost my my Hatchet Man hat, the black with the black. I
Yeah.
fucking lost that like
You
a
did?
couple weeks ago. I have no idea where I fucking put it.
I'll try to.
So I want to buy a new hat. So I think I'm gonna get the DCGCON or I want to get a Carnival Dark Carnival Games hat. And then I'm going to buy another one of those Jump City hats if they have them.
This is the hat that I bought last
year. Yeah.
You can see how fucking horrible it looks now.
That's really like,
I mean,
that got pretty worn out for just a year.
Don't let Brooklyn see that.
Don't talk to him. He's in there. He's like, I just heard a fucking bottle tip over. I can see him poking his head. What was that? Who did that? Who's the man that did this? What is this?
If you have, I'm pretty sure everybody's
you can put your shoes on
how
the bed.
horrible my hat is. It's fucking.
Or he's like the drug addict in Bad Boys 2.
Almost every day since the day I bought it. I bought it small too. Now it actually is loose on my head.
Yeah, I always buy small, medium. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I want to get at least the Dark Carnival Games hat. The zip hoodies they've sold out of last year. They sold out of the shirts. I didn't get a shirt, so I want to get there like tomorrow morning with enough time to.
The ring set up.
Yeah, they had it last year. Yeah.
Yeah, could you tell us a little bit about last year's DCGCon?
Both of
the live stream sake.
I mean,
because that was Scotty Ball's fucking ass gripe is that we're straying off psychopathic topics.
Yeah,
I really want to take a bump.
Yeah, so last year, I mean, Crazy was there too.
Would you do us all a favor and enlighten us? Because I wasn't here last year.
You both have the floor.
Yeah, so I mean, last year, it was. The merch sold out real quick.
Yep.
When the shirts went out, they had a Terror Wheel shirt and was it Beverly Kills?
I think so.
Yeah, the two albums they did, they had shirts for each one. Those were gone in 20 minutes, maybe half hour. Mm-hmm. I didn't get one of those.
I think the problem mainly was because
I don't think they were expecting as many last year.
I'm sure that they were. They just didn't set a limit per person.
Yeah.
Wait, you saying that 3 ninjas bought 40 shirts or something?
There were people buying
more copies of more.
I know that there are some people who are going to buy and then resell shit. We know for a fact that somebody ended up buying 4 copies of Juggalos Against Sanity, and then went to a table where you're supposed to gameplay, board games and stuff, just free play. And they took pictures of them and started posting them on Facebook.
Oh, there was
$200 a pop.
Morton's List.
Wow.
Morton's List were $20 a piece. Gee. I went over to get one. They were gone, but they were like, we got somebody going and getting more and bringing more back. So I did end up getting one for me and one for my buddy in England. So when I went over the first time and they were gone, within a few minutes, I just went and looked on eBay, and there was already a whole slew of them for $200 and shit. I mean, within minutes. Within minutes of
they should have a limit on that per
and
person
they did end up doing that later because I went in and I was like, yeah, they did get a bunch more, and I'm like, I need 2. One was for me and one was for my friend Tom in England.
They're probably smart to it now.
Yeah, well, the guy was like, I can only sell you one, and I was like, dude, one of them is for real for my friend in England, I swear to God, and he's like, all right, well, if it's for your friend, that's cool, I guess. And he did let me, and then the funny thing is, behind me, this guy comes up and he's there with his daughter. And he's like, I need 2 copies, please. He's like, I can only sell you 1. And he's like, damn it. And he looks at the guy who was running the table. He looks at the girl. He goes, give her one of the 20s. He gives her the 20, and he goes, here you go. Gives each one of them a copy. But he was sticking to that, like 1 per person. I mean, I know that time he let the guy buy 2. He let me buy 2 when I promised, and it was legit for my friend in England.
It's like
but throughout the rest of the day, I did see him being cool about it and being
I'm picking up a copy of the Oracle.
Yeah, I gotta get one for me and one for DC.
Right, I'm picking one up for the Ghetto Freak Show.
Yeah,
and I want one for myself. So hopefully they don't give me a hassle for that.
And then one for us.
It's like all of us are trying to get multiple copies now.
Yeah,
it's like really textbook fucking Snigaloo.
But I came prepared though. I brought my girlfriend.
Yeah,
so she can get our copy. I'm going to get one for our
So,
day.
I'm sure they got enough of those.
CarnivalSpirits is going to help each other out. If they're not going to sell me 2 copies, we're just going to give chaos.
Yeah, we can all just kind of go up. Just randomly. I don't think it'll be a problem. Nope. But yeah, so that was my biggest gripe last year was that it didn't seem like they were prepared with the merch. I really wanted a Terror Wheel shirt because that's one of my favorite ICP albums.
They better have. This is a bigger turnout than last year.
Yeah, I wanted to get a zip hoodie last year, the Dark Carnival Games Convention hoodie.
I'm pretty sure that
didn't get one of those. I got nothing.
I don't know what they have, but I want to get merch with the Dark Carnival logo.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I want a hat. I want a shirt.
That's what I'm gonna get.
We'll see what else they have, but I want at least a shirt and a hat.
Yeah, it looks like, well, when the Faygo lovers posted it, it looks like it's a lot of the same stuff. Yeah, because I want the Dark Carnival Games hat and that's a shirt, hoodie, and hat. That's what I want to get to.
Yep.
That's my dream tattoo. I'm gonna be like,
that's
my
awesome
next tattoo.
That would be a fucking cool tattoo.
That's my shit.
You know, last year it probably would have been a lot easier for them to bring merchandise back because it was
in
Detroit, and it's not too far from Farmington Hills. Here, on the other hand, we're 20 hours away from Detroit.
They're not making a road trip back to get.
They either planned accordingly or not.
Hopefully, they planned accordingly.
What they have here is what they have here. So, like, it's either they get it right or there's going to be a lot of angry fucking people who weren't able to get merchandise.
Yeah.
You know, like, what are you going to do? Give us a fucking brochure so that way we can get a copy?
No, it's like Star Wars where they give you an empty box voucher that when the merchandise is finally manufactured, you'll get one.
You get it. Yeah, because I didn't get Juggalos Against Sanity last year. I lucked out and got Morton's List, but then they said they were going to have the 360 expansion, and they didn't have that. I ended up. Because that and then the Gamer's Guide or whatever, the Quest Journal, those are on Amazon, and if they're still available anyway, I ordered them off of Amazon. They were $15 a piece. But they were supposed to have the 360 expansion, which I understand if they just don't have it.
I have the 360.
Yeah, I got it, but not at the con.
Right.
I ended up having to get Juggalos Against Sanity off of Hatchet Gear. That sold out that was gone within hours.
That's another thing I want to get. I haven't played it.
Yeah.
I don't own it. And that's another thing that I'm hoping that we can find time to do.
Yeah, I brought my Quest for Shangri-La.
And I'm so psyched about that. Yeah. But I would also like to play Juggalos Against Sanity with you all.
I brought my copy.
With all you guys.
Cool. Yeah,
excellent.
They should all do a live gameplay.
Yeah, that would be fucking cool.
And I also brought Echo Side.
I hope that we can stream when we play both.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, and then here, it's not very big, but you actually got a table, and kind of put the board on it.
Oh, that's all right. We're gonna bring more furniture in here.
Yeah.
We're gonna redesign this whole place. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna fucking.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of worried about. It's like,
take the bag out.
Take that camera, make the tripod a little bit higher, and set it so that way it's angled right on the board, so that way you can switch back and forth between which camera is aiming at what.
Yeah, like I said too, though, I'm like my quest for Shangri-La is complete. Everything is there. I want to make sure that it goes home that way.
It will, man.
Yeah,
you're in good company.
Yeah.
My copy of Quest for Shangri-La, it is complete, and I played it many times with many Juggalos, and I'm not going to say that there hasn't been some catastrophes.
Yeah.
There's been
beer
spilled.
Actually, quite a few years ago, I watched your video, and I saw that was Juggalo Day. Somebody's got a Faygo or something sitting on the board, and I'm like, what are you doing? I yelled at the TV. Awesome. And I didn't even know you personally. And then I was just like, Beastmaster, stop him!
Right? No, I'm a generous host. I let these guys come into my home.
Generous, he means he was too drunk to realize what
because
everybody was just drinking. Well, no, I think there's a couple beers on it.
That's exactly what I do when I see shit like that.
Listen,
just ask.
The truth is that there was a time when a drink got spilled and mad shit got soaked, and I freaked out.
Yeah.
And I in my apartment, I had big windowsills that were tile.
Yeah.
And so I had all the bills, all the cards, all lined up. I dried everything off individually. Had everything lined up so it could air dry.
Yeah.
And honestly, not that bad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The warpage of the cards is minimal.
Yeah.
There's a few of them that when you draw the card, you're like, ooh, this one's ugly.
Yeah.
But
you can, as you're playing, you're like, I know that's the one I want.
But the thing is, there's enough of them that are like that.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
Okay, there you go.
So it's better than just here's that card.
Yeah.
It's here's one of those cards.
Yep. Yeah.
So my copy is well used.
Yeah,
it's worn in, but it is complete. I haven't let anything get lost.
Yeah,
Nothing's been destroyed.
I've got mine all in Ziploc bags.
I'm proud of that. I've been very careful.
Yeah.
And every game I played was with homies.
Yeah.
Maybe with some plus ones.
Yeah, right. But the most people are, you know,
right.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the plus ones in that video are like now homies.
Yeah.
Like I got to know them. You know what I mean? But I was like, hey, nice to meet you. And now years later, see him at million shows.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah,
you know who you are.
I brought mine last year, and like me and Crazy and Katie and DC and Megs, we played. We didn't finish it though, did we? Though, because we were playing.
No,
because they were in one of the tournaments.
Yeah, they needed to take off, and so we were just saying. Hey.
But we played probably about 3/4 of it or so.
Mm-hmm. So. Now, what about the other one? Not the Oracle, but Into the Echo Side.
Yeah, I've only played that a couple of times.
So I want to play it this weekend. I don't know when. I don't know with who. I don't know if I'm going to have to do it at or.
Well, they should have. Assuming it's like they had last year, they have like tables set up for like free gaming. So if he's got his copy,
I've got my copy.
That's the other thing. I mean, we could play down there too.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know where and when, but I want to play all these games.
Yeah.
I played it at the gathering with the people that were doing the test games.
Yeah, they were doing the.
So I was basically taught
whatever,
by the trainer, and it was great. But I haven't played it since, so I'm hoping to get a good game in.
I've only played it a couple of times, and the people I played it, we were all trying to figure it out, so I didn't really play an actual game.
Yeah, it's like maybe I like to play it twice. You know, once to shake the cobwebs off, and then another time to see if I can fucking get some beginner's luck going.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna be willing. I don't know if I'm gonna be trying to do anything with the tournaments or anything like that this year.
Yeah.
I'm here for video games.
Yep.
That's basically all I'm here for. If not hosting, then playing. Because I definitely want to get into Keegan's tournament. I would definitely want to get into you guys' tournament as well.
Or opening beer bottles with lighters.
Yeah.
We're not sure
that's
which
what our tournament's gonna be.
Like I'll, you know what? I'll not only will I do that, but I'll do it in the lobby.
Right in front of the check-in counter.
And Mag just asked, who's the drunkest?
Danger zone.
No, I'm getting you again.
Oh, you're getting better. Good.
You'll just hear, and the chick will look at me, and somebody's gonna see the situation and be like, "Savage, bro."
You all right? You gonna throw up?
No, I'm good.
Are you gonna spew?
Clemens is not going to throw up.
If you're gonna spew in this.
Don't make me go Vince McMahon.
He's gonna puke.
My God. Everyone's like, those crazy motherfuckers. Damn straight.
Well, yeah, but they're watching us.
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
So yeah, overall last year though, I thought the DCGCON was fucking cool. I mean, like I said, my biggest thing was just the merch.
The only
selling out
problem
pretty
that
quick.
I had was the fact that I did not get to take DC Faygo guy into the ring.
Yeah, they had the gladiator combat.
They have the.
You tried to talk him into it, but he wasn't having it.
Dude, like seriously, like I can carry you, and you can, and I'll even you can even catch me. I'll fucking drop. Just so that way it's like, okay, Carnival Spirits, boom, you guys motherfucking won.
Yeah.
Because at the time, we were still doing stuff for Juggalo a day. And I thought that would be cool to have that kind of a clash between some representative of Juggalo a day and a representative of Carnival Spirits. And I was like, I told him, dude, I'll take a fall. Like, just as long as we can make a match look believable, let's go,
So what happened?
DC wouldn't. He wasn't
didn't
having
want
it.
It's because DC Faygo guy is a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
How do those work though? Like
What?
the whole ring and shit.
They just put
They give you. You can have big
Here.
foam weapons.
you can either do big foam weapons.
I think
or-
there was a couple guys that kind of like wrestled too.
There were
were
some
like,
kids that were
we
doing
gotta
some
do that.
incredible.
they were cool.
shit.
They had a guy running it, and if it was getting a little out of control, he'd tell him to chill.
Fuck at each other?
First off, you had to sign a waiver so that way if you get hurt, fuck
Get up and your fingers like the other way.
Yeah. Or you got the Eddie Guerrero dislocated elbow or something,
Yep.
Or the Sid Vicious.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No.
Oh god. That just every time that
cringe.
Yeah, no shit. That was
But-
cringe to the max.
Oh shit, that reminds me. Does anyone know where Sid is?
Sid Jones is passed
either
out.
in our room or wandering around somewhere. The last year too, the DCGCON last year, the fucking flea market was the fucking bomb.
I ended up actually buying a kendo stick from the flea market.
And
Flea market.
didn't
because it was a shared space.
Yeah, it was just on the other side. There was like a wall.
Like,
Okay,
it's
so it
just
wasn't
like
like
a
the same
mini-mall.
room.
No, but they were right next to each other though.
Right,
I mean,
cool.
you literally walked through a door.
Same building. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Gibraltar Trade Center. What's his face?
I see myself down
Not Slim One bought. What did he buy? A 8-pack of pot leaf socks for $7 or something like that.
We ended up coming. Me and Katie ended up coming across this this weapons boutique that had like swords and shit like that, and they actually had like Cloud Sword. They had the key sword from Kingdom Hearts. I think I snapped a picture of it and sent it to CPN and be like, "Look what I found." And then the one thing that I ended up buying from that is the kendo stick, which I have shown on my show from time to time.
Yeah, they had a little.
Apparently, everybody thinks I look like Sandman when I'm holding it and I got a cigarette in my mouth.
You see the beer? Huh?
All I just need is a beer can. And I got the body for it.
They had a cool little music store because that's actually where I bought I bought the whole DJ Clay catalog, and they were like everything was $10 a piece, no tax, and so I bought 7 CDs. And when I came up, the guy's like, "Yeah, 7." And he's like, just 50 will be fine. So basically
Nice.
saved like
Score.
$20. Yep. So
And the
that was
one
cool.
place that I do have to say that I found the most interesting is like right when you walk in to your left, there are stacks upon stacks of radio stereos.
Yeah, all
that
stolen.
I'm pretty
You know.
sure that
Yeah.
all of them were stolen by Shaggy Kudo.
Yeah.
Like
They used to be there because the Gibraltar Trade Center is gone now. You know that?
no shit.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe they would have moved it here anyway. But yeah, the Gibraltar Trade Center went out of business.
Oh shit.
I'm sure the building is still there, but it's gone though.
Well, in other news, Roxy Real Box just said the ABK show was fresh.
Oh yeah, that's right. He played tonight. Yeah.
Yep.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that about the fucking Gibraltar.
Yeah, I know that thing was.
I was
awesome,
actually
dude.
thinking about going there this summer for like trying to like emulate Pat the NES Punk's flea market madness.
Yeah, they unfortunately they went under. Like, did you see the spot where they had like the big giant pool and you could get in a big like clear ball, and they would set you in the pool and you could like walk around on the water. They called it like water wings or something like that. Yeah, it was in like a back corner, and they had a big pool. When I say a pool, it was just only like about like that big, like deep. I mean, and but they had this big clear like plastic like ball, and you'd get in it, and then like a couple of guys or whatever, they'd pick you up and set you in the water. And then so it floated, and then you'd like run around in the ball, and it would like move all around the
I
pool.
totally missed out on this.
I don't know how you didn't see that.
I must not have been paying attention.
Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah,
I
it
was
looked
more
pretty
focused
cool.
on having a kendo stick.
Yeah, kendo stick, or pot leaf socks.
Right, but
or
it's fucking kendo stick.
Or stolen stereo equipment.
Did anybody get hit?
With the kendo stick?
Yes.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, but I think I might actually have somebody on a hit list with that fucking kendo stick. It's stupid at-home shit, but I won't get any farther. I won't get any farther into it. Although I probably should have brought it over here because of, certain people ended up saying negative things and that are really far-fetched. But just to be on the safe side, it could be a good idea to bring some.
You could have been like with the wrist, like, it was like.
Right.
I wish I brought a cord for a PS2.
I wish you brought 2 of
He
them.
wishes he brought a kendo stick. He wishes he brought a PS2 cord. I actually have all the PS2 cables. I could have brought if I knew.
Right.
They're at my folks, but I could have gone and got them.
I guess we're gonna find out in a couple of minutes.
Because I bought like the PS2. I bought like the Monster cables too,
No shit,
like
what
the
is-
brand Monster.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had those for.
It should be almost
the
here.
blue ones.
Yeah, they were blue and they had like a big plastic
Yeah.
Yeah,
Monster logo, and then the 3 cables came out the end. Yep.
I don't need a full night's sleep until Sunday.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish this
I'm
bird
usually
call
up
it
this
a
late
night
anyways,
myself.
like,
Yeah, we playing Fuck Your Sleep.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I need some sleep.
This is like literally okay. So like right now,
Everyone should just leave and I'll just go to sleep. And just
Right now-
be on all night.
I would literally be
my
getting
water
up
over there?
if I had to work tomorrow. I'd be getting up in a half hour.
Water.
Yeah, there's water here. There's one here. There you go.
Don't forget his Mountain Dew.
There's a Mountain Dew.
Back on the diabetes.
Diabetes.
Exactly. I am too tall for this camera.
Yep. So tomorrow we got a lot of shit going down.
A lot of work.
We're gonna have to figure out. We have some things to figure out, you know, behind the scenes, but hopefully we'll have some live streams happening, you know, out and about. I plan on doing a lot of videoing with my GoPro, so you'll have some, you know, DCG vlogs to look forward to after the fact. I will also be using my phone. That's going to be for social media. I'll do some live streaming.
Yeah, we'll probably all be doing.
I think we all will. Yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
I mean, we ain't even gotten started yet.
Yeah.
And this on a whim, I was like, hey, should we just go live real quick?
Yeah.
You know, the night
why
before.
not? Yeah.
And
We're all
I don't
here.
know, has it been like 4 hours now?
It's been like probably 2.5. I would bet.
I don't know. I don't know how long we've been live, and I haven't even seen the chat once. But you guys are the shit. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned because it's going to get fucking wild. I tell you that.
That's a pretty cool VIP.
Fucking
track banging out the Jeep, and you know we keep it juggulating every time we step up in the streets. Brothers from the dark side, bitch, the world not believe it.
I just wanna watch you suffer. I just wanna hear your bones crack, then to take your girl and snuff her. Stuff her in a bag full of heavy stones. I'ma dump that bag up a fucking bridge in the river underneath when no one's around me. Not my first and she's not my last.
What they call you? I'm DJ Clay, the band is DJ alive today. Pete.